what's up, Casey? Yo, what's up? Casey is Rob, David McCurdy. Yeah, the real one. 4-time Stanley Cup champion. Standing here with my boy AJ and just saying, well, I'm just checking out your stuff. I mean, I have been a fan. You can check that out. But, wow, Bloodline storyline. What the hell is going on there? Mythology. Hopefully, Cody. Hopefully. But wouldn't it be cooler if it happened here at Ford Field for SummerSlam? That's all I got to say, boys. Anyways, getting ready for some slapstick comedy. Keep doing what you're doing. Big fan. D-Mac. AJ. No. Man, I have a lot of words right here. Yes. A lot of words. There it was. D-Mac. All right. Thanks for coming.
Welcome, guys, to hopefully the only time we have to do this, but we're considering this as the pilot run of Saturday main event. Right now I'm going solo. None of the guys has came on just yet, but that's okay. You got Big T in the chat. What's up, Big T, bro? It was hilarious what happened earlier today. Me and my buddy Scott, we just literally just got back from watching Creed 3. I have over a 25-minute review between me and him. And me and him, we decided we might start doing something. We're gonna invade Frank's territory now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to invade film industry now. So you better move over, Frank, because I'm taking over your views now. No, I'm kidding, but we're going to do like if we go to watch a film together, we'll give our reviews. So it's just our reviews. We're nothing compared to the harsh truth. The harsh truth is honestly the film buff, and I'm the video game buff. It's just my and my buddy Scott's view on the movie. I really enjoyed Frank's short he brought up. It made me want to go watch it today. Watch Creed 3. So I had to give well, that's say hi to Flame Legend. What's up? And then what made me laugh was this one. The invasion begins, Casey. World Order. Woo! Yeah, we're going to take over Frank's territory next. So that's what we're going to do now. So no, I kid. But we're going to, like, it's very hard to get together with Scott and do watch movies or even go to the good game hunting. Oh, we got our first caller. Oh, hold on. MK3 Kratos. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Casey. Not much.
How's it going, bro?
Good.
I just literally just got back from watching Creed 3 today.
Oh, wow. How was it?
Oh, dude, I give it a 9 out of 10. And, like, during me and my buddy Scott's review, I don't like to hand out anything at 9. I'm definitely not a 10 because then you become like, sorry, like Tommy, where you give something 10 out of 10, then you say it was lackluster. But I give 10 out of 10 if it's like God mode, like
Yeah,
perfect.
it depends. Yeah, I understand. It just
But a lot of times for me, the ceiling would be 8, but I feel like this deserves a 9.
yeah.
So,
Well, I'll definitely go see. There's so many movies I haven't seen yet. I've been busy working. I haven't seen Avatar. Like I've been so tired because I work weekends, right? And then Sunday I just don't want to do anything.
mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I wanted to hang out with everyone Friday,
No,
but
it's
dude,
understandable. I like this better because I don't work tomorrow, so I could be on a little bit longer. I like it. Well, me, I do.
well, for me, it's like I like doing it because, well, we might have to, Doug, because I'm kind of more awake.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, you're tired. It's understandable.
dude, I was bushed, dude. We
Well,
got BR in the chat.
there you go. It happens, especially for workmen. You have those busy days.
Yeah.
Big,
Oh, you see what text wrote right there?
oh my God.
Well, I mean, hold on. Frank can't take over the whole film. I can dabble in the film as well. I mean, come on. I mean, you better be careful or I'll start no going in your territory into the horror film and give my reviews.
Oh, don't. Wait. Oh, that'll be funny.
But dude, yeah, I'm exhausted with Saturdays. I mean Fridays. I mean I love doing them,
No, but
but
it's not. Yeah, it's for work. Yeah. No, I understand. Like, especially you work that day. It's on. Yeah, it makes sense. And then you just want to relax. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I come home and I watch SmackDown, and SmackDown makes you even more sleepy.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
mean,
get a good rating this week. Both
dude,
Rampage and SmackDown got another good rating from me this week.
SmackDown was not that bad
I
though.
gave them both like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give SmackDown about that.
Nothing. The only thing I really liked on SmackDown was the confrontation between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So, Casey, I think Casey died again. Kate,
Flame Legend, I have not seen the movie.
and Casey died again. We had to resuscitate him.
God damn it, we were doing good too.
I know.
Dude,
Casey went and go died. How many deaths of this?
dude, like I hear you. I heard you the whole time. By the
No, I
way.
know you. You heard me, but you were like on my end. You were frozen.
Yeah, no, it was weird. I could see myself spinning, but I didn't get to watch Sammy's match.
Um, it was all right, but yeah.
Tex says he reserves the right to kick my ass. So, but Kratos, you have a guy in me that was one point saying The Crow from 1994 was the best action horror film in the 1990s. Uh-oh. We got text video. Oh. Are you there? God damn it. Are you there now, Tex? I'm sorry, Tex. Give me a second. Fucking
Casey, what are you doing?
it's the fucking computer acting up. There we go. That was not intentional, Tex. That was not.
You really first you want to sit there and invade on Frank stuff, and then you want to delve into my horror world. But you can't even pull somebody up in StreamYards. You really think that you're a threat here? Really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well,
okay.
I did give Frank some props. I was saying, hey, if like I'm nowhere near compared to Frank's film buff. Like it was just a review. Like I even gave Frank his props for his short he did today.
Hey, I will support you on your little film venture, but so help you God, if you try to step on my toes in horror, I'm coming for your head with a blunt axe. Okay, just know that ahead of time.
I can't promise will like Scream 6 because I watched the other Scream movies. So I mean, but
who directed and came up with the Scream idea?
Oh God, I forgot what's his name. Didn't he do like the least of the original trilogy, like maybe 4 out of 5? Or did he?
He was involved with a good bit of them, but this man has been called the father of modern horror. Very famous name. I mean, I'm just giving folks a taste of what they might get with Casey's horror reviews. So, who was the man that came up with, without reading the chat, by the way, or Googling, because I know how you like to operate here. So, who? Just if it helps you, he also came up with Freddy Krueger, Last House on the Left, People Under the Stairs, multiple other horror projects.
Well, it's right there. I mean, Kratos already spoiled it.
Yeah. See, Kratos knows his stuff. Casey don't know his asshole from an elbow. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Casey is dying again.
Lordy. I tell you what.
Casey, you need to get.
I think Casey needs to focus on his dadgum internet connection before he does anything. But that's just someone's getting a little big for the britches, if you ask me. So maybe he'll come back.
He will. Someone just needs to.
Everybody screenshot Casey looking like a douchebag right now. Oh, he's still looking like a nerve.
Everybody, quick, get your pictures in.
Right. Everybody screenshot it and like draw dicks on his face and put them on Twitter. That'd be funny. So what were your thoughts about Creed 3 there, Casey is raw? What were your thoughts?
And he's gone.
And he died. Well, maybe that's fate telling him not to, maybe look before he leaves. Either way, Steve Callan, how are you, sir? What's going on?
I'm good. Not much. Just relaxing now. I was at work earlier today.
Oh, nice.
All right. Sorry about that.
Again.
Oh, Jesus. Somehow you sound more obnoxious over the phone than you do the computer.
Hold on. Is it noticeable when I go from one to the other?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
I know the camera is a lot better, but
it's louder when you're on your phone like you are now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad now, but you can definitely tell. And I mean, obviously the camera angle is different than what your computer or whatever is. Either way, so no, I was asking, what did you enjoy Creed 3? I haven't gotten to see the film yet. So.
I like I told some of these people on the show and to Steve, I usually don't give. Usually, a ceiling for me is an 8 because I don't want to give something a 9 or a 10.
Uh-huh.
But how I thought the film was, I give it a 9.
Wow. Now, have you seen Creed 1 and 2, I'm assuming, or no?
Yeah, I've seen all 3 now, and obviously I've seen all of the Rocky movies.
Right.
And we don't talk about 5. 5 does not exist here. Rocky 5 does not exist.
I'm more of a Rambo than a Rocky kind of guy. I've always liked I've always liked the Rambo films more than Rocky. I never got except Rocky 4 where he goes to Russia or whatever. I mean that one. I mean, I think everybody loves that film, but I never really got into the Rocky movies. That was never my thing. But hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. So
what's up,
so good.
old school gamer? We got Swerve Show. What's up, Swerve?
Hey, Swerve, how's it going?
What's up, everybody?
But no, I really loved it. I honestly, when you go to it, if you don't really think about it, you don't really need Sylvester Stallone in the movie. So,
well, that's what Paramount's been trying to do is write him out of it so they don't have to pay him anymore. They've been trying to screw him over for a long time. So
I mean, he still gets producer credit, like
yeah, but I mean the dude. I mean he Sylvester Stallone should be getting a larger piece than what he is getting. And that's the point.
yeah,
But,
because he invented Rocky.
Right.
But didn't he
it is
sell
what
the
it is.
rights? Didn't he sell the rights to MGM?
I'm not real clear on the history and lore. I mean, like I said, I'm the horror guy. I can tell you just about whatever about that. But like I said, Rocky was never my thing. But I do know there's a big controversy about who owns what, and Stallone wanting a larger piece and whatever. And I mean, I think he rightly should get it, but that's just my 2 cents worth, So.
Well, after Creed 2, I know it was Stallone and was it Michael B. Jordan saying that Stallone said that he was not going to be in the next movie. So it was like, so I guess he changed his fucking mind saying that he wanted to be in it. I'm like, it really didn't need him. It was perfect without him. So
yeah, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of good things right now. I'm kind of in a zone more in right now. I'm in Scream 6 mode. I mean, it comes out in a week. Like I said, slashers are my favorite thing in the world. I love them.
When is Scream 6 coming out?
This next week. So
really?
Next week.
Yeah. So I'm really wanting because I mean, Scream 5 was good enough. It was good enough to kickstart the franchise, kind of a rebirth moment. It wasn't like, I believe I ranked Scream 5 4th amongst all of the Scream movies, for me anyway. It was either number 4 or number 5. It was like, I wasn't crazy about it, but it was okay. It did have its moments. But
well, I mean, it's
Scream
not that
6
great.
looks incredible, though. So I am excited for it. So.
Well, when you're ranking something like 4 or 5 out of 5 movies, that's not really that good, though. I mean,
see, here's the thing, though. That's not a really. I wouldn't say that's a fair statement, and I'll explain to you why. Scream 1 is one of the greatest slasher movies of all time. It literally brought back an entire genre of film that was dead. That's how good that movie is. Scream 4, I adore that movie. That movie came out 2009, 2010 roughly. That for me is just as good of a film as 1 was. Now, it's not as universally praised, but I adore Scream 4. Scream 3, it's kind of an unpopular opinion because the whole Columbine situation had happened at the time, so it made them water the film down. But for what the movie is, I really enjoy it. It's I've always said it's like a grown-up version of Scooby-Doo without the dog, basically. I mean, the whole thing takes place on a film set, back and forth, everything else. Scream 5 and Scream 2 constantly battle for 4th and 5th place. And the Scream franchise is probably one of the most solid as a whole in the slasher world. So even they've never really had a bad movie. It's just depending on whether you liked it or not. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So
Well, I mean,
You know.
how long was between 3 and 4? At least a decade they waited, right?
It was a good bit of time, yeah. Scream 3, when Scream 3 came out, it was not financially as good as 1 and 2 were, so it kind of killed the franchise for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So I believe it was 10 years, somewhere around 10 years when Scream 4 came out, because Wes Craven came back and they brought back the original cast and they had new people as well. Scream 4 was supposed to be what Scream 5 was as a rebirth to kick off new films, but it just didn't happen. And I love Scream 4. Scream 4 is one of those movies that I could watch any time of day. Just put it on, even if it's halfway through, I'm going to watch it till the end. And
was they always had 2 killers in all the movies? I can't remember much from 4 and 5.
Scream 3, well, officially Scream 3 only has one, Roman, the director of the movie within the movie. But if you look at the original script, the French girl that plays Sidney Prescott in the Stab movie inside of Scream 3 was supposed to be a killer as well, but for some reason that didn't get shot, even though there's still evidence of her being a killer within Scream 3. So, yes, they've always had at least 2 killers. I have seen some spoilers for Scream 6. I won't say how many killers are in this movie, but
they need to change it up.
Well, this movie does. This movie, it's different, but it's like I'm purposely holding back information because I don't want to ruin it for everybody. But just go watch the movie. This Ghostface is maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 5. You don't know. You'll see. But what Radio Silence, the director team, has done with Scream 6 is really cool. I was very questionable about them taking it out of Woodsboro and putting it in New York, but I like what Radio Silence has done with it. I'm excited. So,
has there been any leaks yet?
Yes. Some idiots working in a freaking movie theater actually leaked footage from the movie out just because they decided to be a douchebag.
Oh, wow.
So there is footage out there. If you don't want to see it, just right now is a very dangerous time to be a Scream or a slasher fan on Twitter or social media. So very, very much you need to be careful because not just people are leaking it, but yesterday they had a critic screening of the film and the embargo was lifted where people could start talking about it. So if you look in the right space on the internet right now, the answers of who does what in this movie are already out there. So that's why I'm kind of purposely staying away, just posting stuff if I want to, and then I just get off of it because I don't know everything as of yet. And this is one of those movies that I want to go into not knowing as much as possible.
I agree. Welcome, Swerve, to the show. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Swerve? Nothing much. Just listening on in. What are you guys talking about, really?
We're discussing films and stuff.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty much taking over Frank's territory now.
Hang on a minute. Well, hang on, Casey. Before we go any further, since Drew announced it last night, I guess we can talk about it now. Next Saturday night on the Derailed News and Podcast or Gaming on the Derailed Gaming channel, we're having our Derailed reunion show. And you and I will both be there. I guess we can talk about that too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
that's crazy.
I hadn't heard the details yet, but I seen the leak of pictures.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. It's pretty obvious what's happening.
Yeah, it will. Well, since Casey doesn't know, I guess I will inform and plug everybody here.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Drew had tweeted out a horrifying picture of Casey. I mean, I almost crapped my pants when I saw it. It was that bad. I mean, you know, it was horrible. But no, he tweeted out a picture of Casey. Yeah. If you go to his Twitter page, you can see all these pictures I'm about to talk about.
Oh man!
He posted a picture of Casey, a picture of myself, J-Man, and Frank, and just leaving little Easter eggs and hints. Basically, what this was building up to was next Saturday is the 5-year, the 5th anniversary of the Derailed, podcast. So the 5 of us, including Drew, will be doing a reunion show, and I know Cora has been talked to, and Gina, and a couple others. I know Rose is going to pop on. So you never really know, but I mean,
it's a setup. He's going to get all of you guys on there and mute it and play Zelda for the views.
Hey, you know what? If he does it, that would be a funny goof, and I'd be all right with it.
Right?
But
that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that then.
So yeah, it'll be I want to say like 8 or 9 Central. I'm not sure about the time, but just go subscribe to his channel and follow him on Twitter, and you'll figure it out.
Wait, what day is it again? Did you said it was
Saturday? Saturday night. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, this coming week over on Theora Gaming YouTube channel. So yeah, it's I guess we have to have Casey back, but it is whatever. So.
I guess so.
Oh,
I guess we need somebody to abuse. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was going to see if we can trade Mikkel for someone, maybe J-Man.
I'd rather have J-Man. If we're drafting, I'll take J-Man over Mikkel. Love you, Mikkel, but
so. He's still recovering anyways.
Yeah, I wish I would have been more.
It's easier to have a conversation with J-Man, so for the purposes of
the community more.
Text and speech.
Well, I mean, I hadn't seen J-Man literally since the last show. I
haven't. I don't think I have either. No, I did like that you put on Twitter. I thought he died. Like question mark.
He's a truck driver, isn't he?
Yes, he did. I don't.
How's the
what's
weather?
the name of J-Man's channel now? J-Man's Cruising for Trucking or Trucking for Cruising or something?
Yeah, Trucking for Cruising, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, whenever I first saw that name, I was like, is this low key what he's doing for prostitutes? He's like cruising for prostitutes,
right? But in Barbados, but they're lizard lots.
Right. Like I wasn't sure what he was doing, but so good.
I'm at the Shell Depot here, Bob. We're gonna pick up Lacey. Come over here.
But yeah, so next Saturday we'll be doing the Derailed thing. It's not a return to a weekly show or anything. It's from what Drew said last night on his gaming stream. Once it's over, the next day he'll be putting it on the Patreon. So,
damn,
if you're on that, you can pick it up.
He's gonna get the bug maybe because
next weekend. So
you never know. I mean, anything could happen, right? But as of now, we'll see.
Yeah,
Kratos got an idea for him to break into my house again.
Well, see, no, I think we need a little retribution here in case he shows up at J-Man's house with like a baseball bat or something. That's what needs to happen here.
In case when is that?
Be like, J-Man, whack, right in the back of the head. You know what I mean? Then he sits in his chair and like maybe you put on his like St. Louis Cardinals jersey and prance around or something. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of fun. So.
Yeah, we're still planning to do the St. Patrick's Day show.
Is that after or before? I'm not sure what the dates are.
Isn't that the next week?
Yeah, it's after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what, like the 16th and the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to do the 17th because people wants to get drunk apparently, and the 18th is my birthday, so it's kind of it's a double
win-win.
Now we might need to take up a community collection to send a hooker to Casey's house for.
Oh man.
We'll make sure she's cheap. Like, I wouldn't say any more than like $8, maybe. We're not going expensive.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, that's more than what Mikkel's mom goes for. I'm sorry.
Well, for $8, you can have Mikkel's mom for like 3 weeks.
Oh,
she'll just stay. She'll just hang out for a while.
All inclusive.
Yeah. She'll probably even bring her own food and stuff. I mean, that's a lot for her.
Well, I'm pretty sure I still had to feed her and
just make sure that you take her out every couple hours and let her go to the bathroom and change out her water bowl. She'll be fine.
Like a dog. I mean, that's what I do with our dogs. We just let them go out. So
you just open the back door, they'll do their business and come back.
So like when is asked my dogs if they need to go potty, it's like, hey, Mikkel's mom, you need to go out and potty too.
But yeah, either way, it's next Saturday. We're gonna have the. It'll be for as far as I know, it will very much be like what the Sunday show was on Derailed. And
that's cool.
Is Mikkel going to bring back his bed sheet that says his show's name on it, hanging in the back?
Well, no, he'll probably be clout chasing whatever the event is at the time on the green screen thing that he does here lately. That's his new gimmick, whether it's NASCAR or football or wrestling or whatever. He likes to put the newest event up to clout chase and whatnot. So
it's not a bad idea, though. I mean, he's like, oh, the Super Bowl's happening. I better put it behind me, or then he'll put the champions up there, and then he'll put Daytona 500 up there.
Well, Casey, that's kind of like you going from video game news to now, wrestling news. Now you're apparently a movie critic all of a sudden. So you're just changing gimmicks in the middle of it too. So,
I swear to God, that's how every wrestling channel is. It starts off with, I want to do a review, and then all of a sudden they know about LeBron James.
Yeah. I mean, Casey, because Casey didn't even know who Wes Craven was, but we're going to talk about movies.
I know who Wes Craven was. I couldn't think of the person's name.
What?
Yeah. Right, sir.
Then you start doing obituary videos like Steve Callan.
Well, see, what Casey should be doing, Casey should have a cooking channel. That's what Casey should do. Be like, okay, here's how you ruin macaroni and cheese. We're gonna open
raw steak and chicken.
What I was planning to do after I get bored doing film reviews, I'm moving on to news and politics. Kind of.
So you're gonna take Drew's gimmick next. That's what. Hang on. Casey's new gimmick is taking other people's gimmicks. That's what Casey's thing is.
There you go.
He just becomes everybody else.
Yo, you should get this wheel. It brings a new wheel.
And then you're gonna have to do like
Casey's all of a sudden gonna start hanging his wrestling belt behind him like Drew does and everything else. And then, sitting in front of the bar and do the whole thing. He's going to actually, to be fair, in the last couple of weeks, Casey has been talking about peanut butter whiskey a lot. So maybe this is a long time coming here.
I'll be the hype man for you too in the background. I'm like, oh my God, who just donated to you? Casey's raw $500. Oh my God, donate now. I'll do that every now and then. Thanks for the donation, though.
Well, J-Dad says, somebody tell Casey Wes Craven isn't what you get on those West Coast when you're hungry. Well, I thought for a second he was going to say like one of those, oh God, like the Hungry Man kind of thing. I was thinking about that for a second.
So, okay, Casey, since I feel like I kind of have to put you to task here because that's what everybody else would do. So, since you're a new film critic, a new film buff, you might say, like, well, what are some of your favorite films? What are your favorite things about these films? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, if like, I would say probably one of my favorite movies of all time's probably got to be Rocky IV. Okay. That's probably. But I mean, I'm more into action movies, kind of like how, how Frank likes Marvels and DC. I'm more a Marvel guy, but I'm not gonna say I honestly I like Batman, but Superman movies are kind of lacking, if you ask me.
Have you seen Butterfly Effect?
No.
So, can I make a suggestion, Casey?
Yes, sir.
Since you're obviously a pretty big Rocky fan, yes?
Yes.
So, why don't you start, maybe even focus on those for a while? Really break those down, and not just one film at a time, but go within Rocky 1 and break down characters and plot points and get a lot of coverage out of each film. Like, do the Rocky universe. You know what I mean? That's something that nobody's doing. Even Frank or I. You know what I mean?
Honestly, the first one wasn't my favorite. I would say.
Well, you don't have. I'm not saying exclude. Like I'm saying all of the films, right?
Even the
take the characters, cover their backstories, talk about the actors. You know what they did, where they came from, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Tears of Fears.
Tears.
Something like that is it's just like Eric Bischoff always says, you either be better or different, so do something different that is is not already being done.
Do movies that have the best soundtracks that you recall, since they don't do those anymore.
Oh, yeah.
About video. Okay, hey, talk about these video game movies. Perfect segue for you.
See, I'm not like Frank, where he goes watch these movies. Like, this is like the first movie of the year for me here, at the theater, and I don't go to the theater that often, especially since the whole pandemic. But
well, see, that's the thing. If you see, that's one of the things that comes with doing movies is I've really stepped up the horror coverage I'm doing. I'm pretty much watching exclusively horror now. Not like I wasn't already before, but my New Year's resolution was to watch more independent or less known films. So I'm doing that a lot. And just like on Thursday when we were live, I recommended the movie that's upcoming, Kill Her Goats. It's a slasher film that's coming out, very schlocky, full of good-looking women and blood and death. Right up my alley. So, it's just, if you're going to do the movie content, you have to absorb that world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was just something it was just our impulse, or immediately our review after watching it. So it was just my buddy Scott. We went to watch it with. He seen like 3 of the Rocky movies, but he hadn't watched any of the Creed movies. So one of the things I asked is like, do you think it's a good movie to start with? It's like, if you go watch it, I mean, there's some origin story in there too. So you could go into watching Creed 3 without watching the other ones, even though I don't know why you would start with Creed 3.
Right.
But it was just something after it was done. It was like, I just asked him, hey, you want to do like a review of it? And we just chatted for like 25 minutes, and we had non-spoiler, and then we had the spoiler section. But we didn't spoil the last fight because we don't want to piss people off that way. Because I want people to still go in and watch the last fight.
You know something that might be fun, and you could do the movie thing?
Yeah.
Do your Casey thing and kind of take the piss out of it, and you get to review it, but do it in a jokingly way. Make it part of your channel, like have it all be shorts, right? Because you know shorts get a ton of attention these days.
Yeah.
So you do like a 2-minute, you know, kind of off the cuff review where you just kind of take the piss out of it and make fun of it. That might, you know, because it would be a hot topic. It's trendy. It would be the thing that's happening right now. You might get a lot of growth from that. You know what I mean?
Well, welcome to the person who decided to show up late. Is AJ.
AJ.
What's going on, fellas?
How's it going, bro?
Dude, I've been fucking tired as shit. That's why I was trying to text you earlier, but we'll talk about that off air.
Fuck you and I.
Let's go. Who's all on the call? I see my buddy Tex and I see Steve. Who's the
Swerve show?
Who?
Swerve.
Oh, Swerve. Oh, what's going on, buddy?
Not that much.
I just didn't notice. I see referees. I'm thinking it's somebody else. So what were you guys discussing? Literally, I just woke up.
We were just. Casey is wanting to step on Frank and my toes and start discussing films on YouTube. So I'm having to check him.
Casey doesn't know shit about movies.
I'm having to check him on
That's
his.
the first thing everybody says.
No, I get you, Tex. Casey, you don't know jack shit about Casey. Hell, you don't know anything about horror movies. Hell,
Well, Casey just said, like, well, I don't actually like watch the movies. I just want to talk about them.
oh, so he's the type that just wants to sit back and listen to everybody talk about it and then get his opinion, right?
Well, it's like, you know, okay, Casey, and now AJ, don't say anything when I ask this question.
Okay.
Since you're a horror guy, since you're going to step on my toes now, who was Pinhead? Who was the actor who played Pinhead?
I love horror.
Actually, it's Pinhead played Pinhead. So
Technically, it's not Pinhead. It's not Pinhead. It's considered the Hell Priest. It's only known as Pinhead in Part 3.
I'm going by the slang term that everybody knows that.
Right. Okay.
But who played the Hell Priest in the Hellraiser franchise?
Pinhead?
Oh my God.
AJ?
Doug Bradley.
Thank you.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
AJ, have you been what? Okay. Who came up with Freddy Krueger in the Scream films? Who was the director?
That'd be Wes Craven.
Thank you. There we go. So.
Well, I knew Wes Craven was for Scream. I just couldn't think of the
softball question.
Here's another question. No, here's a really question for you, Casey. Is Wes Craven alive or dead?
I think, isn't he dead now?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Wes Craven. You know, he's one of the greatest of all time. Well, what's a little fun trivia about Wes Craven was he went to college to be a priest. You know that, right? He was actually going to be a preacher. He came out with stuff like Last House on the Left, one of the most hardcore films of all time. Of course, Freddy Krueger, you know, the Scream franchise and everything, the People Under the Stairs, everything else that he did. Okay, Casey, who came up with Michael Myers and Halloween? And this is a trick question. It's a 2-part question. But
I know. I mean, in the first one, isn't it supposed to be his mom was the killer? The first one.
Oh, gee, that's Friday the 13th. Oh,
yeah, Casey, that's Friday the 13th. He said Halloween.
Who were the two men? Who were the 3 people? There's two men and 1 woman that came up with Michael Myers and the Halloween franchise.
I don't know.
Well, does anybody else?
I didn't say I was an expert. I mean, you're just going to get immediately immediate
Well, see,
reaction.
this is knowledge. I'm giving you knowledge here, so learn from me, young Padawan. That's just
honestly, if there's one thing I want to learn about that franchise, though, with Michael Myers, is the skip from 1 and 2 when all of a sudden they had the mask, and then they just made believe like that movie never happened.
What? Are you talking about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
Yes, that one.
Okay, well, what? Okay. Halloween 3, Halloween 1 was supposed to be a standalone film. That's why you see Michael disappear at the end. He was never supposed to show up again. John Carpenter did not want to make another Halloween Michael Myers film. The initial plan that John Carpenter had was to do the anthology route, where every year there would be a Halloween film, but it would be a different story every year. But Halloween 1 was so big in '78 that they literally forced him. They had to sue him to come up with the second story. He didn't want to direct it, but he literally sat down with a 6-pack of beer and wrote the script for Halloween 2. Now, he was still involved. He did the music and some other things. But when Halloween 3 comes out, they went the anthology route. And that's why you got the Silver Shamrocks and the masks and, Dr. Chalice, the whole story there. But it was a financial bomb. It failed. It was horrible. Now, nowadays, it's a loved film. And I still say if that movie wasn't called Halloween and it was just called Evil Masks or Season of the Witch, it would have been great.
I agree.
But because it was called Halloween 3,
that was the sucky one.
Thought, Michael Myers, you know what I mean? But if he's not there,
but technically he is there.
He's on the TV. No, that doesn't count. Just because you see the trailer in the bar when Dr. Chalice is sitting there, that Michael Myers is not in that movie. I do not accept that answer.
I still like that movie, even though it's so underrated.
Halloween? No, I like Halloween 3. It Halloween 3 is an every October watch for me. But
when they put the mask on and they can't take it off, that's like every kid's nightmare right there. Like what?
Right. And I mean, come on. How can you, if you've ever heard the Silver Shamrocks theme song, you can't get that out of your head. It's just one of those songs. It's
Halloween.
There were any leaked scripts by any chance of other horror types that were supposed to come out?
What's that?
Like I'm trying to say this without sounding. Were there any leaked scripts, like how Halloween 1 had Michael Myers, and they had the kids with the mask? Were there any other ones we had this one where not a werewolf, but a werewolf was the killer or something, or that it just never got that far to that point?
Well, there's been leaked scripts a lot of times. Since we're kind of topical here, the Scream franchise. Literally every time a Scream movie comes out, the script gets leaked. Somebody leaks out, here's the killers, blah, blah, blah. So literally every time they come up with these movies, they come up with 4 or 5 different scripts. Some of them they leak out on purpose, some so you don't really know what's what. They even go as far as to shoot false endings just in case.
That's what I'm going to say. Don't they shoot false endings to try to deter people?
I believe it was for Scream 4.
What about it? I could tell you about that one. I've literally seen that one being filmed.
Well, for instance, in Scream 4, they literally filmed multiple scenes of, this person's a killer and these people died. They went out of their way and spent all that time and money to shoot footage that was never going to be used, but it was meant to just be a Scream. To be a fake out, so if some idiot went on the internet,
$8 an hour security guard, right?
Right. Just like I was telling Casey earlier, some idiot who works in a theater leaked out footage of Scream 6 just to get clout on the internet. They went that far. Yeah. It's bullcrap. It's out there.
You know what they do with that? Don't the film the studios could sue them for that, because if you leaked it that early,
they could sue. But here's my question though: is normally when they finish a movie, the movie's locked, meaning you can't touch it, you can't edit it, you can't do anything to it, and it doesn't become unlocked until the day that it's going to be shown. My question is, why was this footage unlocked for this to be leaked out? This is why I wonder, there's a chance that the footage that's been leaked, intentionally they wanted leaked to throw people off the set. It is streamed, it is possible. You know what I mean?
I agree with you guys.
Big T said the guy got fired. I'm like, well, that's the least of the guy's worries.
Right. No, I mean he could be held liable. I mean, this is possible. Now, what are they going to get out of some lowly theater worker who makes $15 an hour? He probably doesn't even own his own car at this point. Let's be real. But it's really crappy.
Don't get all the free popcorn they want.
Have you guys seen what Cinemark's doing for the Scream 6 with the drink cups and the popcorn? I gotta buy those.
They have
$50.
They have the Ghostface popcorn bucket and the drink buddy that goes with it. I need
$50.
I need one of those.
You get two of them. You get two of them for the price of one with the drink cups because it's two online. I need $50.
And then the popcorn tub is like $20, I believe.
Yep, $19.99. Yep.
But it's literally it's like the size of your head, and it's hard
8
plastic,
inches.
and it has a lid. It is
it's
huge.
8 inches tall. And it says what's your favorite scary movie? Yep.
Huh?
Is it reusable?
Yeah, it's it's ABS plastic.
Well, it's you can. It's literally it's just like a plastic Tupperware, but it's just in the shape of Ghostface, like his mask. You know what I mean? So, plus, it's a collectible. Plus,
but
I mean,
funny thing is,
this is nothing new though. This is nothing new. Every time a big movie comes out, that they always have the popcorn tubs with the movie on the side of it. This is just taking it a step further. You know what I
mean? Well, yeah.
I think it's really cool.
We got JSP in the chat. What's up, man?
What's up, JSP?
What's going on, JSP?
Dude, I went to the theater today. I think I paid like $7+ for the ticket.
Yeah.
And this place we went was awesome. What sucked is when they first opened was like literally just before the pandemic hit. And what this place is not only has an arcade place, like arcade games. They have a bowling alley. They got liquor. They got a restaurant inside, and then
that sounds like a fun time right there.
Oh yeah, and then you got the movie theater. So, and like I said, this opened up before the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
So luckily it survived, and today it was crazy. It was packed.
So let me ask you this, Casey. Since you've been there, do you know how many beers you're allowed to have or how many shots? Because where I go to, it's 2 beers or 2 shots, and that's it. They allow.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
That's just how it is.
There's no limit at my theaters that serve alcohol.
Well, you guys are the Wild Wild West, so I mean,
it's
true.
It's like almost encouraged when you come down.
Right? No. But I'm talking about because people up here in Michigan don't know how to fucking drive. Let me just tell you that first and foremost.
San Antonio.
There's everywhere. No one knows how to fucking drive.
Oh, I know. It's just so fucking bad.
I've driven all over a lot of places. I say the 2 worst, at least in my book, are San Antonio and Kentucky.
Oh yeah. No, San Antonio traffic. I mean, I was just there for the stock show with our goat. That once you get on 35 in San Antonio, Texas, or I think it's
35
I-10. I think it's I-10 that runs through there. My God, you're taking your life in your own hands.
Yep.
I mean, it's just hold on tight, But to be fair, traffic in Austin, just right down the road, is equally just as bad because you only get to go like 5 miles an hour on the highway because traffic. So, what are you gonna do? So,
I want to answer. There's a question about if we're going to do like the AEW pay-per-view reaction or review tomorrow. I believe we will.
Who's all buying the pay-per-view? Because I am.
Shoot me a DM.
I'm thinking about going paid for it.
JSP, I love the trauma films. Toxic Avenger, the Class of Nukem High, all of those. Oh, I love me some Trauma films. Uncle Lloyd Kaufman, man, he is a legend.
Oh.
I love that dude.
You know what? Lloyd Kaufman showed up on the Angry Video Game Nerd when he was doing.
Yeah, I've seen him on there before.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny that he got it. I mean, I got the
Lloyd Kaufman
video
is
game for the.
tremendous.
It was related to
I got
the
it.
cartoon.
You want to hear something funny about the Angry Video Game Nerd? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
What?
No, damn, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Casey, I have a perfect one. You know how there's an angry video nerd? You can be the angry video Jew.
Angry movie nerd.
Angry. Nah.
Oh, that's his gimmick right there. That's great. That's actually not a bad idea.
Which one?
Yeah.
Angry movie nerd.
The angry video nerd or whatever.
Angry video Jew.
But you know, he had to remake every single video. He had millions and millions upon views, but he cursed in every single one, so he couldn't get monetized.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks because
that's
like
him.
he's been on YouTube forever, so like him had to re-edit all that. I mean, he's gonna get those views back again, anyways.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, you would hope.
I wouldn't hope, but he's gonna get it. I'm like, it wouldn't be as high as they are now, but I mean, he'll get millions of views.
I will rewatch him like I did last time when I was bored at work, and I saw like every single accessory for the Game Boy.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Like a heart.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
that is crazy. I highly suggest that one because there's so much crazy accessories for the Game Boy. They have they have the one. So if you want to take your Game Boy fishing,
yeah,
you can hook up a sonar to your Game Boy, and this is legit. You can do that.
They have a sonar radar for a Game Boy.
Dude, anything you could think of was attached to that. Yeah. Radio Shack didn't just sell them though. That's why, because like, who was gonna buy that or a heart monitor? Like, we have happy birthday, son. What?
See, I thought
I think I had one point.
I had a what was it? I had a Game Boy Color. I never had the original Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Color, and I was like, my mind was blown whenever I found out that there was a cord that you could hook up Game Boy to Game Boy and play each other.
Right?
Yeah, especially with Pokemon.
That's what I'm talking about. I had a Pokemon Silver and Gold. That was called.
Yeah.
Yep. I had those too.
And because my brother had the same one, and we would play each other, and we'd trade Pokemons, do all that. Kind of
those are the best times, man.
But like, I didn't even know like I could hook up to his Game Boy and we could play. Holy crap! Like, I didn't know about all these other accessories like heart monitors and not whatever.
Well, I think I could be wrong, but I think there's a accessory for the Game Boy that's a sewing machine.
Yes, it is. Yep.
What?
Yes, a sewing machine accessory for your Game Boy.
You should buy this, Casey, and show everybody that.
Well, the thing is, the only Game Boy I got now is I do have one.
Who's in
What
the
the hell is
factory?
that beeping?
Casey's
What's
cooking show's on fire.
It's my heart monitor.
I see Casey's
No,
spot.
No, that was my TV. I'm watching the old Batman show, and that sound was coming from my television.
Oh! Which one is that, Casey? Put up full screen.
Oh,
What happened? It sounded like a Roomba attacked you.
Shit on the floor.
this is a Game Boy Pocket.
Oh, Game Boy Pocket. Okay.
Weren't they all made to go in a pocket though?
Oh, except for that original one, and then Game Gear was bulky as heck.
Well, this is where what's cool, it comes in this case. That's what I really like. Paid $30, but it
Swerve
still
dropped
has a
that.
Walmart sticker on it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Casey.
That's cool.
Casey,
Yes?
your juice spot's showing.
My juice pot.
Yeah. You got
As
it.
Tony, as Tony Schiavone would say.
On. All right. We got Swerve back.
Hey.
No, as Tony Schiavone would say, your flesh-colored yarmulke is showing there, Casey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flesh colored yarmulke. No, it's a good look for you. You should keep
Hey,
it.
it's okay. I mean, if I were a Jew, I'd have one too. Don't worry. But but see, that's why I actually shave my head, so that goes away and it's all smooth and aerodynamic. You know what I mean?
No, you
Plus,
should
it
keep that
makes
look, Casey.
You are right. That's why I have that. That is
Well-
my flesh colored Jew hat.
Yarmulke. Come
He
on,
doesn't
the
have to
Jew
wear
doesn't
one
even know
if-
what it's called.
He
He doesn't have to
converted while
wear
doing
one
movie
if he
reviews.
is one. You know?
Yeah, right. It's perfect spot for him too. You should keep it like that, though.
Really that freaking bad? I mean,
No. Keep it like that, Casey. It's not
After
bad at all.
Shawshank
Casey needs to
Redemption,
grow out
he's like-
no, Casey needs to grow out the Hulk Hogan hair and start wearing a bandana everywhere. That's what he needs to do.
Oh my god, I could so see him doing it too.
Yeah.
well,
I mean, he could pull off the Hulk Hogan skullet, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
keep it
do
like that,
wear,
Casey.
I do wear the bandana at work because a lot of times,
Macho Man
I get
challenges
sweaty.
you.
You should do like a Casey Mania bandana that you wear everywhere. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
Yeah,
Well, I think it was Big T earlier when I said I was going to invade on Frank's territory that he said the Casey World Order.
There
So-
you go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You start wearing, I mean, it can't be red or yellow or black. Hulk Hogan already did that, right? So you have to find a new color. Like, what would your color be? Like,
Rainbow.
What two colors would be your color scheme that you're going with?
Red and green for Mario and Zelda.
I was going to bring up green because people say I'm a Jew. So
There you go. You should go red and green for Mario and Luigi. There you go.
Oh, hey.
There you go.
well, hold on, but you got red in there though. You said red. You don't. Use
Okay,
red.
well, I'm
Blue.
obviously, use an existing color, but don't pick the exact same color scheme as what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. So
Yeah.
red can't be like dominant. It has to be like.
I would
Blue
do
and
like
white.
I would do like a green bandana with red writing or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Blue and white would perfect for you, Casey. Of his
That's
own
okay.
people.
Like I said, just let it grow out. Just get you a Hulk Hogan skullet going on.
Oh my god! I would.
How well can you grow a mustache? Can you grow a full mustache?
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Full mustache, like full out, like kind of like how bushy my goatee is.
I'm saying, can you grow like the whole Fu Manchu like Hogan had, like fully thick
Yeah,
out?
I can do that. I can do
There
that.
you go. So grow you a Fu Manchu. Oh, this is going to be great. But
You
you
gotta
need to
do
do the
this, too.
reverse. You dye the beard blonde and keep the mustache black because his was opposite. You know what I mean? So you do yours the other way. I like where this is going.
Oh, gold. Okay, this will be blonde and this will be black.
The mustache will be black. Yeah.
Okay. So
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
yeah, so they couldn't say that I'm copying Hogan. So it's like,
Right.
oh,
You're not copying, you're inspired by.
yeah.
Hold on, read what Jay did. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh no.
What do you say? J-Did always gives good comments, so I gotta check it out.
No,
In case you
nothing
got
bad.
the Jew alarms going off on his thing.
Jew.
Juicermania is gonna run wild on you, brother.
That's why I said blue and white would be perfect for you, Casey.
That's hilarious.
That'd be great.
Or you could say it's Scrooge McDuck.
No.
Man,
to
speaking of
see
Red,
the
real quick, I saw
screeching that the Riddler
your
is doing on this
your
episode.
Virtual Boy review. Was that actually? Do you still have the Virtual Boy?
No, actually, those games I'm playing it off a it's like a Raspberry Pi. It's called the
know what
machine
that is.
called Pokeball.
Have you ever played it in real life though? With
Yeah, my best friend goes under bear stuff.
Mhm.
He had one when we were growing up. That thing, it was like the first thing I noticed is like there's 2 D-pads, one on each side. It's like I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna use that?
I loved it for some reason though. I'm one of the odd ones. I think that's what messed up my eye.
Doing those, but I got this giant arcade stick I picked up a couple days ago. You guys gotta look at this fucking thing. I'll have to pull it out of the game room, show you this thing. But
is it popular though? I think I just seen a commercial for it where you literally just hook up like a Fire Stick, but it has like 1,000 games on it.
No, this thing is fucking huge. It's an arcade stick.
Oh,
it's like this big. It's literally like, it's not like this arcade unit where you have to crunch up to the next person.
Clip
it's
that.
Like,
No, the way you measured it, you like it's not this big. It's this big. No, really, it's this big.
I gotta show you this thing. I'm like, it has over.
It's
like
my
arcade unit here. I have 800 arcade games on this one, but this one also has over 800 games too, and has some different games that I don't have on this one. So, and I can play it on full screen than a tiny screen.
Good ones though. It's not one of those cheap ones where you go to like game 802 and it's like a knockoff version of Donkey Kong, right?
No.
So have you ever mastered the whole OBS deal about linking into games where you don't have to point your camera at the screen yet, or have you gotten to that point? Or
no, well, actually, I went backwards text because I mean now like right now with my laptop down where it doesn't even like you running StreamYard anymore, so.
See, you should make a gimmick out of that. Like, you're the real Casey is Raw, the real retro gamer. Like, this is like prior to OBS being out, right? So, like, your whole gimmick is you review the games, but you do it from like a video camera on a stand, like you would have to back in the day. That should be the gimmick that just play into it. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. I try to make it not as noticeable. That's why
see, that's the point. You want it to be noticeable because that's the gimmick of, yes, there's 1,000 different reviewers, but you're the real retro reviewer. You know, like that's the tagline. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. If you're going to review a retro game, you should review it retro. You know what I mean?
But what if I came out with a show called The Real Retro Reviewer?
Well, then Casey would have to triple up on the real, and then it's just going to go into chaos and madness. You know,
I think we need to train Casey and take him to Japan for a sumo match.
So random, what the fuck?
Well, he stands up, and it's like he'd be a perfect little sumo wrestler.
He might be shapely, but the first time he stepped across from Yokozuna, he's running the other way. He's not running toward that. So,
you picture him in one of those little sumo diapers and he's fucking wrestling somebody.
I'd rather
what
not
the hell?
that.
No, but it'd be fucking hilarious. Casey.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
you want to be a sumo wrestler, right?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
You can go to Japan.
Steve Callahan does.
Look,
oh, that's cool.
Fucking thing is huge.
Now, can you play that on multiple games or what?
Oh, damn.
That's cool.
I paid $70 for this one.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Is that that's that Street Fighter on there on the deal?
Yeah, that's Ryu.
Right, Ryu. Whatever his new Yeah,
Rio.
that guy.
Yeah. So what's crazy, I seen inside what this is. It has a small little board about like that size in there.
Mhm.
But it's heavy because the whole thing's made out of metal and the top is glass.
How could something so big fit in such a small hole, though, that you showed?
Well,
That's
because
Swerve,
all
do you know
it's
how
right
many
there.
times I've had to say that to the lady? Whenever I think about that. You know, it's like trying to put a Cadillac in a doghouse. Somehow I make it fit. You know? So you just figure it out. So,
But I'm gonna do reviews off that though too, playing some arcade games.
now,
I mean,
okay, but isn't that whole thing pretty much pointless now that wireless controllers are a thing? What's the point?
yes, but it kind. I mean, it actually has two USB. So I guess you could use controllers too, but to me, it's
Well, that's what
cool
I'm
to
saying.
have
Is like
joystick and an actual button.
that. I don't know. That to me seems like just technology that's became outdated, and it's only there for the retro feel. You know what I mean?
I agree with that because I mean, it tickles my nostalgic itch.
I ain't tickling nothing about you that you got, sir. That's you got to figure that one out on your own. But
Big T, I don't know if this is an actual question, but yes, it is a Mario Kart poster. Oh, I guess it is a question. Is that a Mario Kart poster original? Well, yeah, yes, it is. I finally said that's badass. I was like, I don't know if that's a question, but now I read it as like, yes, it is a question.
well, see, that's the thing, Casey. Like, okay, last night I was watching Drew's live or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Playing that Red Dead Redemption game, and
yeah.
apparently your math club is in that game.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, like I mean, obviously it's an 1899 or 1900 version, but your math club's got some roots behind it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm not like the first person who invented
yeah,
the club. I mean, or the clan, math clan. So
yeah. Apparently, your math club they don't like certain folks, messing with their
with the women.
after their after hours curricular meetings that they have in the dark. You know what I mean? So
Do they put burning plus signs in their yards too?
oh, they're very fond of the burning plus sign. They are very fond of that. So, apparently, I mean, Casey. Casey, did you join the math club because of this video game, or was it beforehand?
Oh, it's way before that.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. At least you're honest. I mean, there's points for that. So.
I mean, it's not like joining like you watch. Gosh, what's that movie with the National Treasure with or it was the Da Vinci
Nicolas Cage.
No, well, I was thinking about the one with Da Vinci Code, I guess, where
Oh, Tom Hanks.
yeah, with Tom Hanks. That guy with the Illuminati. COVID.
Yeah, we're gonna have him tested. He's probably gonna die soon. So Casey, go ahead and predict Swerve's death. So you get more points.
Yeah, come on, Casey.
What?
What Tech said. I was just agreeing.
Yeah.
That.
Well,
I
Casey,
think I might get it too. The kid right beside me, there's a kid at the movie theater coughed on my fucking arm, so I
You should have
might.
punched his little ass.
Okay, you realize that
Or rolled over
just
on
because somebody coughs, they don't have the vid. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
and if you didn't take that poison jab, you're probably gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, it didn't matter. I still caught it before, so.
Wait, hold on. So you did take it?
Yeah, I did take it, and
Yeah,
well, it
you-
was last year when I
Well,
took
he's
it.
not as bad as Mikkel, so I mean, I
Well,
guess.
what I'm saying is, if you did take that, you're more susceptible to these things if you believe whatever is what I'm hinting at. So,
Well, Big T thinks I'm gonna die, so he's like, "It's been a good ride." So,
well, see, Casey, I hate to put you in this position, but I have to ask: if you do die, can I have your face for my Leatherface mask to be part of?
what? Hold on, I mean, what? You want a collection of our faces now?
Well, okay, you do realize that Leatherface's mask is not just one person's face every time, right? Like he stitches different pieces together to make it.
Oh, okay.
So, what better way to be immortalized than on my Leatherface mask whenever I go chainsawing folks?
Are you at least gonna keep the flesh-colored Jew hat?
No, we're gonna have to throw that out because I don't want to be confused with your cat. We're gonna have to cut that part out.
Yeah, I'm so totally sorry for coughing, by the way.
Yeah, that
No,
was
don't worry, man.
Swerve. That wasn't me, Big T. That was
Now,
Swerve.
Casey,
Yeah.
I do have to warn you.
I took a hit and I was like, oh, damn.
Two things I have to warn you about. One, you need to be prepared with your flat Earth knowledge because Casey's Conspiracy Corner will be back on Saturday night.
Let's
Whenever we
go.
have our reunion show.
Wait, you guys were
Drew-
talking about that?
Yeah, well, last night whenever Drew was live, I was in there. We were,
Oh.
he was talking about the reunion show we're doing on Saturday.
Oh.
And he was kind of promoting some of the things we have, and Casey's Conspiracy Corner is going to get a few minutes there.
Nice.
So you need to brush up on your flat Earth knowledge and all your other nonsense that you believe.
Shadows and clouds and all that.
Hold on.
And
It's not nonsense. It's facts.
okay, well, your facts, as you say, you need to brush up on them to make sure you're good to go.
Are you a flat
And-
earther for real?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. I listen to all their podcasts.
Swerve, here's the thing. He's a flat earther, but I'm not, and I know more about flat Earth than he does. That's what makes it so funny. So, yeah.
I get some of my. I'm not gonna lie, Swerve, is that I get some of my knowledge from text about some of these facts.
He often steals my knowledge and then dumbs it down before he presents it. So that happens quite a bit.
I'm scared though because sometimes it makes sense. They'll explain a reason why this happens, and they'll explain it, and I'm like, "Well, damn, I'm scared."
If you go back and look at the catalog here, when Casey is talking about a conspiracy, often I will chime in to try to help him, and sometimes he picks up on it, other times he doesn't. But
well, I mean, like last time we did this before the derail changed. We did the whole thing with we went through several ones and we were talking about the flat Earth. I think was the first one we talked about. Then it was
I think so.
And then we moved on to stuff like Australia as a continent doesn't really exist.
Then you did birds one time. I remember that.
Yeah, the birds ain't real.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that one.
So, Casey, you and I may have to have a talk behind the scenes just so you don't embarrass yourself come next Saturday. So you look sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to need some teaching.
You might need some counseling upon knowledge that you could present when you're arguing or whatever. But the other thing I do have to warn you about though is apparently since you're such an assassin, we're going to get an update on the people that you have took out. You're wasted, as they say. So
well, I mean, just killed that one guy from the actor who played in
Tom Sizemore,
right?
Yes, Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, I just murdered him the other day. So
yeah, there you go. So you're probably going to get took to task on that as well. So fair warning. Be prepared to defend yourself accordingly, I guess. But
well, I mean, at least I don't have to defend myself about Betty White. I mean, you can't double jeopardy on that.
You said, that was a prize.
Well, hang on. Double jeopardy is a thing in America, not in derailed world. So that might still be a possibility. I mean, you never know.
Come on. I want my chance to write my book if I did it. My version.
See, I want to prosecute you because you didn't end her more bloody. That's like you should have had her like drive off of the top of Mount Everest and crash or something. That would have been really funny. That would have been great.
Well, maybe I'll have someone popped off, by the way, before we come by next Saturday.
You know, if you wanted to intimidate people, you should call out a celebrity and be like, by the end of this podcast, so and so is going to croak, and then see if you can will it to happen. You know what I mean?
You know what?
You might witness a murder on Casey is Raw. Hit that like.
You question the power, blah 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 blah. The whole thing.
I know this might be like a long shot, but I know a good name that'll piss people off immediately. It'll be Bob Barker. So
yeah, that's low hanging fruit though. You need to call out have your Babe Ruth moment. You step to the plate, you point that bat. You know what I mean? You swing for the fences. You know what I mean? Make people. People already make fun of you for it, right? So make people fear you instead of making fun. And be like, if you call me out, if you make fun of me, boo, you're dead. That kind of
Wait. So is it the Jewy that kills him?
The
Jew raid. There you go.
There is mysticism. There is mysticism that comes out of Jewish lore and Kabbalah and everything else, right? So maybe Casey's practicing that. That's what Madonna practiced. So maybe he's going off of Jewish mysticism.
I've seen a recent.
He might put the Sheeny curse on us.
Right.
I don't know. I have to really think who might be my the person who's gonna die by next Saturday. I have to really think about it.
Here's a question: if that's the case, who are you going to put the Sheeny curse on?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
This is where I can help because I have.
Oh no, he's putting the Sheeny curse.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Go ahead, Kate.
What the fuck? What's that?
Are you doing the truffle shuffle?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's the truffle shuffle is the shimmy curse. So
the Sheeny curse.
So everybody who watched that movie got cursed, huh? Is that what happened?
You know
we
what?
all got cursed by his fucking man tits.
I'm gonna have to agree with Big T on this one. I think we'll have to go with Vince McMahon. I don't know.
Hey, I've been calling him. I have had Vince McMahon in a death pool since 2021. All right, I'm just saying because whenever a group of friends I was in the Discord with, we did a death pool, and Vince McMahon was like my surprise pick because at the time he wasn't doing well. This was when he was looking horrible. So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get a bunch of points for Vince McMahon. But somehow he kicked out at 2, and he looks like he's doing okay. So you never know.
Well, Ric Flair's the one who looked like he got kicked out too.
No, Ric Flair's not allowed to die. Ric Flair and Willie Nelson are never allowed to die.
Call out DeMar Hamlin.
So. Yeah, DeMar, who cares? He's a nameless football player. The only reason anybody knows because of his name is because he took the jabby jab and almost died on the field. That's all that was. What you gonna do?
So hold on. I guess that's the guy with the heart attack after getting tackled.
That was the player for the Buffalo Bill. Yeah, that was the Buffalo Bill that got barely hit in the chest, and yeah.
Well, you get hit in the chest hard. And
okay, but he didn't get hit any harder than anybody else. You can't tell me that wasn't jabby jab related. There's no way.
I think it was.
There's too many instances of athletes just fall. The other day, a tennis player just fell over and died out of nowhere.
They stopped reporting it. A lot of it.
Yeah, they literally stopped talking about it because it's happened to so many athletes. The only reason that Damar Hamlin got talked about was because everybody watched it on Thursday Night Football, and they couldn't not talk about it.
Well, I think it was more social media.
Right in our face. Yeah.
Right. It was literally on free TV, and everybody saw it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Big T brought up a good question. It's like the bigger question that we need to ask ourselves tonight is what sort of virgin blood that Bob Barker is drinking for him to keep him alive. That's a good question.
So, you know what? I think I can answer that question, Casey. It's all the kids that you have locked up.
That's why Casey keeps the kids in the basement. It makes so much sense now.
Well, I do sell Bob Barker their blood so to keep him alive.
So you're his fix. You're his you're
drug
his
dealer,
as one would say.
Yeah.
Wow.
James.
That's how he got that. That's how he got that video game collection. He's been dope dealing to Bob Barker for kid blood. Wow.
Forever. I mean, it's been over 20 plus years to keep
Casey
him alive.
goes kid shopping. We're gonna unbox this little one.
Casey's oh my God. This guy, he goes video game hunting and he ends up in with a trailer full of children that end up on milk cartons. You know.
That would suck.
Wow.
It's not a trailer. See, I have a trailer, just like one of those ones that you hook up and you can load a car up. Instead of a car, it's just full of kids. It's like, don't mind.
What the hell?
It's like, I put
you go to Mexico for this?
Donate to Casey's
well,
kids.
See, that's the thing. If you use kids from Mexico, for their blood's a little bit spicy from the food, so you have to watch out and make sure you can handle it. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit harder. Not everybody can do it. Oh my
God. Big T, what he said.
What he said.
Oh no!
I believe that because Casey did say he was friends with Michael Jackson at one point.
Everland shot at distribution center.
Isn't that right, Casey?
You know what? It's not. I mean, when I bang up those kids on the trailer, I do have a sign that says, "This is a float. Don't pull me over." So, that's why I have all those kids on the trailer. I mean, don't mind if they're all tied up and handcuffed.
There's so many clips that we can take out of that for your prosecution one day.
Oh, yeah. Especially because, Casey and Michael Jackson.
Oh.
You were buddies with him, so you can't say anything now.
Well, I mean, he did have all those awesome rides at Neverland.
Yeah, that's where you got all those children.
By Michael Jackson, Casey. Is that what he did?
Yes.
I mean, I rode on the ride with him. I mean, he was.
Did he touch you in the no-no spot?
All I remember is him getting a little too close, and next thing I was naked in his bed.
You heard it here first, folks. That's
hit that like.
That's unfortunate, but I mean, I guess what's done is done. So Casey was, move over Macaulay Culkin. Casey is Ross, the new target for old,
Casey Malone.
Big T's asking me about Bubbles. Isn't Bubbles dead?
Probably.
Who's Bubbles?
Michael Jackson's monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Casey stole the monkey.
I believe he's got to be dead. I mean, how old?
No. What if Bubbles is Casey? They just shaved him.
Bubbles is all grown up.
What better way to hide in plain sight as a video game hunter in Oklahoma? Nobody's going to look there.
No.
Casey is nowhere.
It's not Casey is Ross. Casey is Bubbles. That's who it is.
Casey is Bubbles.
Oh, God.
And the back hair, oh, my God, how did we not see this before? He's just growing it back out. And the reason he doesn't grow hair on top anymore is because he's getting older. And he's just growing bald.
There you go. Oh, no.
Wow. Casey is Bubbles. Learn something new every day.
Yes, there you go.
How many times did you review Planets of the Apes? Oh.
Ooh. See, you know what? This might be a crime, but I only seen the one with the remake of the first one.
Yeah.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
See,
remember
Casey,
much.
if you're going to be a film reviewer, you're really going to have to get on top of these things. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I mean, I'm working on it. I watched part of Casino last weekend. Does that count?
You seen part of Casino and Creed 3. Now you're going to be a film reviewer.
Yo, that should be your gimmick. You just have reviews of shows you've just seen here and there. And you just give your honest opinion. Like, I saw 5 minutes
So
of Casino. Now it's all right.
You've never seen any of the original Planet of the Apes or the newest trilogy that they had.
But you still review it. Still review it.
Wow. That's a bold strategy, Casey. I mean, we'll see if it pays off.
And go from what you've heard from, like, people.
I mean, at least when I saw, like I said earlier, that I'd seen Frank's review today. Well, it was his short, and that was one of the reasons. Like, you know what? I'm in the mood to watch Creed 3 today.
I'm going to start reviewing video games, but I only look at the box. That's what I'm
Yes. The laziest reviews ever. Not
like,
even the box.
Here's the new Zelda game. It looks pretty good. I like the artwork. It probably plays good. You probably don't need to buy this game, though. It's probably going to suck. You know? Something along those lines.
Well, you know, the video game artwork is pretty good, though. I mean, they call it.
I'm still laughing at. I'm picturing Big T just looking at a DVD cover and be like, you know what? Independence Day with Will Smith looks alright, and just looks.
Right, like this movie looked like they clearly have never been to the White House because those trees are not in front of actually there. This is totally wrong. You know, this is an F. Don't waste your time. You know, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. See, the thing is, how come all the aliens always attack on July 4th? I mean, that's a bad sign right there. So
yeah, they should attack on like September, 28th. When nobody's looking, like that's
11.
when you come attack.
Well, yeah, September 11th. There you go.
Or September 11th. Hey, that's a whole different conspiracy theory. But yeah, no, obviously, they put Independence Day. I mean, okay, they kind of called it an Independence Day, so they kind of have to have it on July the 4th. It's just like how it's the same reason. Okay, Halloween takes place on Halloween. Then Friday the 13th came out on Friday the 13th. Then you got a bunch of other films that happen tied to a day. So,
Did Bill Murray's Groundhog Day come out on Groundhog Day?
I mean, yes. So, like, when it's 4th of July, we need to watch Jaws. We need to watch, all of these other films that happen on that day. You know what I mean? Return of the Living Dead. That's a regular July 4th watch for me. But one of those things.
Hey, Tex, I need your honest opinion. So you now heard that the new Scream movie's based on Halloween night. How do you feel about that?
I actually like that because it explains why. Well, not explains why there's people running around in costume, but it makes it easier for there to be multiple ghost faces. So there can be a lot of fake outs in this movie.
I like that they have like they show like Freddy and Jason and Pinhead on the fucking
in that trailer scene.
Yeah, I like that.
When they're on the train. Well, that's the thing, like, because if Scream on Halloween, it works because Ghostface is different from Michael or Jason or, Freddy or whoever. Ghostface can be anybody. And it, a lot of Scream fans have been wanting the Ghostface cult for a long time, including myself. And this movie opens up that opportunity that there could be 10 or 12 different Ghostfaces.
I mean, Hell Casey could be one.
There's a Ghostface cult in New York or something or whatever. And, because if you saw the second poster that they released for this movie, there was like 19 different ghost faces hidden all over the poster, and you just had to find them or whatever. So there's little Easter eggs that hint to being a lot of ghost faces in this, film. So we'll see.
I have a question real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, about so Scream. Like I sort of fell out after like 1, 2, and 3. Like that was like where I was like, all right, I'm sort of like I get where this is going. Sort of like the Saw 1, 2, and 3. I was just like, all right, whatever. But now you're saying that this one is good. This one's getting a lot of publicity. What has changed though from it? Like from previous movies? Like I expect it to be like, all right, it's going to be like one of their best friends or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. That's the killer. Like how do they change?
Scream 5. Well, okay. Scream 4 was 10 years after the original trilogy, and it was Sidney Prescott was doing. She wrote a book, and she was kind of going around on tour, and she went back to Woodsboro promoting the book. And I won't spoil Scream 4 just in case you do want to see it, but. It's like the next generation after the originals that remembers the events of the first 3, and it goes along with the story. Scream 5 is very much in the same vein as 4. It's a requel, they called it, because it's like if the timeline for Scream is here, Scream 4 was there and it died, so they kind of went forward and they did it again. So you get a new younger cast. Scream 4 still. Scream 4. Yeah, no, Sidney. Well, allegedly, Sidney Prescott is not in this movie. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is, Scream 5 was like, I want to say 10 years after Scream 4. So it's been a good bit of time. So every Scream is the only slasher the only franchise that has a singular timeline to it. Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare, they've all had multiple timelines they've gone off of. Scream is a singular timeline. So Scream 5 happens. You have Dewey, Sidney, Gale. You have the originals there. Unfortunately, well, never mind. I won't even say it, who dies in that movie because it's horrible and it should have never happened. But
David Arquette. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dewey should have never died. Dewey was tremendous. But either way.
He was a WCW champion, so of course he should have never died.
So Scream 5 happens. And now Scream 6 picks up with the same cast from Scream 5, but they're in New York now. And if you watch the trailer, you see like a Ghostface museum with like relics from the past. Ghostface is different. He has a different vibe to him. We don't know how many there is. When you're in that Ghostface museum, you see every other killer, their robe is on stage with their name attached to it. But all the masks are gone. Scream 6 is something that's going to need to be seen if you're a Scream fan.
I still think Stu Macher's coming back.
I hope to God Stu Macher comes back because, oh my God, if he does.
You know what's weird I noticed this in the trailer. Tara, if you pay attention, I think she's a killer. Because that face, when Sam gives her her hand when she's falling off the ledge, she looks like she could be the killer. One of them. Because there's always two.
I think that's a misdirect. I don't think it's Sam or Tara. I don't think either one is.
I think it is Tara.
I'm predicting there will be at least 3 killers. I'm going to say there's. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. Dewey had to die for truth so sins. You know what, Jay did? Normally, I applaud your comments, but I'm deducting 5 points for that one because I like both of those people. So that's negative 5 points, sir. I'm going to predict there is going to be 4 killers in this movie. But we only learn. No, I'm going to pick 4, and we only find out about 3, but the 4th one gets away. That leads into Scream 7. That's something that's never happened in a Scream movie. Nobody's ever gotten away.
I think they need to just have 1 killer. Just throw it.
Well, it's always been 2. That's the thing.
Well, okay, but here's the problem, though. you can't. Okay, Ghostface is not supernatural like Michael or Jason, and they can just pop up anywhere. They're normal people. So if you have a cast of 8 people that Ghostface is killing, he can't just pop up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? There has to be more than one.
Oh, Tex. Jay did said reread his comment about David Arquette and Vince Russo because he got it wrong.
Oh, did I? Let's see.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This one?
We have a challenge on the field.
While he does that, real
Dewey
quick, can I
had
ask something? Why
Dewey had to die for Vince Russo. See, I even like Vince Russo, so I will take -3 instead of -5. But
name some crazy endings to a movie that like really stand out at you? Like, man, that's what makes a great movie.
Hang on, wait. Big T asked the question. I have text. How did that collector get the TV that fell on Matthew Lillard? See, that's the thing, Big T. Well, I'm not sure all of those are the actual deals. I think some of those might be props from the Stab movies within the Scream world. Because if you look in the Scream 6 trailer, they have Stab scripts from the movies within that. So I don't think those are the actual like bloody T-shirt, robe, and TV.
I think
that
so.
might be. I think it's going to be a hodgepodge. Is what I'm saying. I think some will be real and some won't. I think it's going to be a hodgepodge.
So the TV that lands on his head's going to be in that.
Well, it is in there. It is. If you look, like I said, if you watch the Scream 6, the first trailer that came out, you get to see this Ghostface shrine where there's 9 robes up on the stage, and then going into it, there's clothing and scripts and film reels and different weaponry and everything else. I think it's going to be a mix of Stab, because the Stab films within the Scream world are the movies about the actual events. So I think it's going to be a mix of both here, which is actually a good idea. But I am very much aboard the Stu being alive and being the leader of the Ghostface cult. I think that would be really cool. And that's why I say 4 Ghostfaces, because 3 of them get killed in this movie, but the 4th gets away to be revealed in Scream 7 to be Stu Macher. And we find out that he's been doing this since Scream 5, and he was the one that killed Dewey. Then I would be okay with it.
Damn.
Correction, it was the question he asked before the Vince Russo sin one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me look at that.
See, I figure during the whole Scream movies, you figured they wouldn't reproduce that Ghostface Ghostface costume, especially after the second setting Killings. Wouldn't you think they would X that 86 that costume? They wouldn't
Here's the thing, though, is the Ghostface robe. The reason why it was chosen in the original Scream movie was because it was a costume you could buy off the shelf. It was, it made it to where it could be anybody because it was a costume shop that could be made by it.
Yeah.
And the fact that, once it became popular, obviously somebody's still going to make it because somebody's going to make money off of it. You know what I mean? You can't just outlaw something worldwide. That doesn't work that way. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you figure by the second set of Killings when they're using the same robe, wouldn't you think they would take that off, though?
I mean, I could see why you would say that, but no, I don't think so. Let's see. J-Dad's comment was, I'm guessing the new killer will be a cult of killers that worship Stu from the original film, and we'll find out that he's still alive by then. See, that's what I'm saying. J-Dad's kind of right where I am. I think there will be multiples in this film because we have a large cast. There's going to be everything that we've heard about this. This is the goriest, most hardcore Scream film we've ever had, which I'm down for. I love blood, guts, and gore in a movie. That's why I love slasher movies. So I want it to be somehow. I want them to. They need to hold on to the meta side of referencing movies and stuff like they did in the original Scream movies, because that's what made it different. Otherwise, Ghostface is just another Freddy or Jason. He still needs to he still needs to talk about, oh, what's your favorite scary movie or whatever, right? So I'm hopeful for this movie. I really and truly am. I'm keeping my expectations low, so I'm hopefully not, disappointed. But we'll see.
J-Dead says they didn't stop selling the clown costume after Gacy, so why stop selling?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't. Okay? Just because somebody used this one time to kill somebody, do we stop? Okay, somebody hit somebody with a Ford F-150 like twice. Do you stop making those?
No, but I mean, they didn't sell the same costume of John Wayne Gacy.
Well, okay, perfect example in real life. Some guy got dressed up like the Joker and went and shot up a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado. Can you be Joker for Halloween this year? You sure can.
Well, no, but they wouldn't. Now theaters, when you go there, I think some theaters don't even let you wear masks or like.
Right, but my point still stands. Of can you still be Joker for Halloween?
Well, yeah.
Well, then there you go. You can't. Okay. They even address something that they even say in the first Scream movie. Horror films don't make psychos; they make them more creative. So the urge to kill has always been around. Hell, I mean, Cain and Abel. Look at that whole story. It's always going to be here. It's just how you do it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And Casey died. Casey leaves his own stream. Good Lord. He must have hit his button or something. And he's back. Dude, he has the spinning wheel of death. Here we go.
I accidentally hit something and it took me out. But at least it's not fucked up the stream, though, so that's the good thing.
You didn't end it in the middle like you did a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I'm excited about Scream 6. I mean, obviously, if you want to use a wrestling term here, I'm a mark for a slasher film. That is that's my go-to. So I don't know. This one feels exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I really want it to be good. So
I'm hoping so too. I mean, I'm shocked that you're that big into Scream, though. To me, I feel like I wouldn't put it in the same genre like horror movies, though, because
it's a literal slasher movie that references other slashers.
And not to mention, it saved the horror franchise, Casey.
Right.
Literally, the last horror movie that came out before Scream was Jason Goes to Hell. And then you had Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Well, that was it, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Go back to the original Scream film. Whenever Ghostface calls Drew Barrymore, and he's sitting there asking horror trivia. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th and blah, 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 and all this other stuff.
Wow.
This is Scream was slasher films for the 90s is what it was. It was just the next generation.
Well, apparently we found out it's Emily's birthday tomorrow. She said she's turning 29, that she's getting old. You don't know old until you... I would love to be 29 again right now. I'm about to turn 41, so I feel like I'm getting old.
You're getting old?
Yeah.
Casey, here's a question for you. Is it Jews before fat, sweaty hoes?
Well, yes, obviously, yes. It's Jews before big fat hoes. That's hilarious. But
that's what J-Dead said.
Yeah, I saw that. That's hilarious.
What did he say? I'll bring it up on my deal.
Oh. But yeah, happy birthday to Emily coming up tomorrow. Like I've said, the 18th will be mine. That's why I was thinking about taking the 17th off on Friday. But like, yeah, you know what? Screw it. Like, why waste the time off when my birthday's on Saturday? So if it was on Friday, that would have been different. But I usually work on my birthday, and I hardly ever tell anyone there, anyways, because you'll probably get ragged on.
Right.
Dude, I still have a giant ass paddle that I got for a birthday for when I was leaving Pennsylvania. Like, I literally got this big chunk of wood floor that we use for flooring.
You got wood while you're in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I got wood. It was a giant paddle that I got my ass spanked like
God, so many
35
clips that
times.
can come out of the show. It's ridiculous.
But I showed this paddle before on Derailed, but this thing is
I
like
don't think I've ever seen it. Right?
I have to find it somewhere. It might be in this closet.
We're gonna need Melissa to go over to your house and beat you with it. What we're gonna need.
Oh God!
On the birthday show. On the
birthday show, and what? Giving me 41 spanks with it.
Yep. I mean, I want her to swing like she's trying to win the World Series. That's how hard she is.
Like she's shooting it, like she's swinging for the fences.
Like I said, I want her to picture it's the top of the ninth, and she's the last at bat to win the World Series every time. So
every time. Oh, so I could show up with. Dude, I seen pictures of women with their ass black and blue. It's like, why? I'm like, why do you want your ass so bruised up? I don't get it.
Because you don't understand the world of pain that can be pleasure, sir. That's what you don't understand.
Well, I've been hurt so many times. I don't want to be in pain during sex. Yeah.
We went from talking about Spider-Man now to pain and sex. Let's go.
Well, to be fair, Casey's like 3 steps away from, here's what I jerk off to. That's kind of.
Well, I mean, people blame my laptop due to porn. I'm like, I would say yes to the previous laptops I had. I would say yes. That's probably why this laptop failed. It was not working great, but I never looked at porn sites. Let's say that on this.
He didn't look at porn sites. He only went to OnlyFans. He swears that's all.
See, that's why I kind of like porn sites. I mean, is OnlyFans a porn site?
Yes.
That's for simps.
If you're paying for nudity, you're number one, you're retarded.
And you're a simp.
Well, I mean, I do simp for some women that is on air. So
no simping, Casey. Stop with that shit.
Casey,
stop simping for these women.
I hadn't paid for it in a while, so
AJ's so anti-simping. If his woman even asks him to bring him a drink, he slaps her across the face and says, "Get it yourself, ho."
You're damn right. Equal rights these women want. You're damn right.
He doesn't even hold the door open for a woman just in case he gets accused of simping, by God. So
record yourself flipping over them. Like when you're about to donate, record your screen and just like your emotions going through it.
Right. Jesus, Casey, what are you doing, dude?
He might actually have another window open.
God damn it.
Swerve, you're right. There's been multiple times where we've had like 2 or 3 cases in here at once. I mean, it's right. They're multiplied,
Well, I had to kill some of those clone Casey's off. I mean, you don't know which number clone this is of Casey, so this could be clone number 5 if you know.
The real question is, where's John Gruden Casey at? Where's the cool one at?
Casey?
Where's cool Casey?
Yeah, where's cool Casey?
I don't know where he is right now. Oh, you know what? I think I know where he is. Give me a second.
Well, see. Oh, crap.
See,
we got
there he
cool
is.
Casey in there. Oh, wow. Cool Casey has entered. See, this
Doesn't
cool
he look
Casey
John
knows.
Gruden?
I kind of like John Gruden Casey.
Exactly. That's what you look like.
About to call some plays.
This is,
Oh no, Guy Fieri.
this is the Casey that plays a lot of frisbee golf in the park, like for no reason.
The
This
interviews
is
and
what this
reviews.
Casey does, you know.
I
This is
actually did that
This is
once.
the Casey that only wears flip flops. This is what that Casey does.
But flip flops for everything. Like you go out and let's say you go to the
To
work.
the mailbox. The mailbox. What type of flip flops do you wear
That's funny.
compared to when you're walking to the supermarket?
See, I have wore slippers to go to the mailbox before.
Okay,
So
I like that choice.
I was about to say, if you wore slippers in Walmart buying food, just go jump off in front of the moving bus. Right?
Hey, Casey, would you wear that in a store, like just like that? Because I mean, literally, it looks like you have hair.
It does.
see, yes, people automatically would know this is fake.
No,
Because
it wouldn't. It looks like real hair. It looks like you're from the fucking 90s. Like you're supposed to be one of those boy bands from the 90s. Yeah.
yeah. I
But
used
the
to have-
only music that you can listen to while you wear that is that Smash Mouth All Star song. That's
Yeah.
the only music that you can
Hey
listen to.
now, you're an all-star. Oh,
God.
who's the killer?
See, that's the bad thing with
Okay.
doing it on the phone, that it will fall because I'm
Okay,
using.
well, do what I do and put a pillow behind it so it doesn't fall whatsoever. It's not that big a deal.
Oh, I had a little stand somewhere, but it's missing. So I used
Okay.
the joystick.
Take like two of those video games and stack them on top of one another and lean the phone against
And if it doesn't work, you got to blow it and try it again.
it. Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna blow on it and try to set it again. Exactly.
Make it
Oh
whistle.
my God. Emily says that I look like the person guy. I assume she meant like a drive-through person. Like that's what I look like at a fast food restaurant.
This cool Casey needs some Oakley sunglasses and a popped collar shirt to finish off the look. That's what this Casey needs. You know.
Oh,
Casey,
I'm
put
sorry.
yourself in full screen. I need to take a screenshot of this.
Okay, give me a
Oh,
second.
for the new thumbnail.
Yep.
For the new thumbnail, give me a second.
That's funny.
Every
Well, the
dating
best
profile
Casey
that
out
you
of it
have,
all.
this should be your profile picture, right?
Now do us all a cool pose, Casey. No,
Oh,
with your
dude.
fingers up so we actually can see your fingers. Okay, hold still.
Are
Hold
you,
still,
are
bud.
you doing the two in the pink, one in the stank fingers? Is that what you're doing?
Okay, I got you, bud.
You're doing the finger gun.
You finger
What-
cut.
Yo, that looks so real.
It does look real. It looks like Casey Lily could walk around with that.
I could cut this up, cut the wig off, and glue it to my head. Could
You
do
could.
Or
that.
just go buy a wig. Just go get you a rug if you're that worried
I mean,
about
go
it.
to the side. Turn your head to the side, Casey. No, all the way.
Oh,
See, it looks
no.
like it's a natural haircut.
If
you
you're
really
gonna
pay
buy
attention.
if you're gonna buy a hairpiece, go get like cool dreadlocks or a mullet or something. Just go all the way with it. Go get you like a Joe Dirt mullet. That'd be cool.
Oh no! Oh, didn't he not have like a top of his skull, like his or
Yeah,
was
he didn't have the top of the skull or whatever. So they attach the mullet. Then by the end of Joe Dirt, when he gets banged on the head again, they put dreadlocks on him. By the time Joe Dirt 2 comes around, he's got the mullet again because those dreadlocks look ridiculous. So, yeah. Yeah. But don't watch Joe Dirt 2. You'll regret your life that you wasted an hour and a half. It was horrible.
Yeah, that movie's so stupid.
Yeah.
I've never seen the second one.
You don't. Just watch the first one.
Just watch the first one and leave it at that. They
Should have
never made a second one. They should have never made a second one. That's fine.
Emily's saying okay, Casey, you have two things that you're gonna have to have hot sauce and candy.
What the fuck?
Look,
Casey, okay, you have two things that are going to be hot sauce and candy. What kind of dish would you make out of it? Okay, you realize like hot and sweet are a very good flavor combination, right?
well, they already have something like that. They have the fireball.
They have hot tamales or fireballs. I mean, I've got a friend that his old lady makes like jam and jelly with peppers in it and stuff, and it's actually really good.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah, no, it's like strawberry, peach, or different jams or jellies, whatever. But when she makes it, it's got habanero or jalapeno in it. It's really good.
I still don't understand why people like hot stuff like fireball.
I love it, dude.
Oh, I
don't
love hot Cheetos. That's the far side I'll go is hot Cheetos.
Why?
Have you
Why?
ever had
'Cause
hot
they're good.
Funyuns? Hot Funyuns.
No, I haven't found any of those.
Those are, oh my god, the hot Funyuns are better than hot Cheetos.
Are they flaming hot like the hot Cheetos?
Yes, they're the same flaming hot. It's just Funyuns instead of Cheetos.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look for those.
They are indeed delicious.
I'm just not into hot stuff like that. Like, if I can't really enjoy the flavor or something and, like, my mouth is on fire, I don't see the enjoyment.
Well, did you get the flaming hot Cheeto cheese sticks from Burger King when they had them?
Those are good.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
They had those at Burger King for a while, but whenever we were at the Fort Worth and San Antonio stock shows, they had recreated them, but they did them even better with these huge cheese sticks, and they were literal cheese sticks. But they within the breading, they had the flaming hot Cheetos within the flour, so it cooked into it, and it was delicious. Dude.
Yeah, Burger King has them right now with the jalapeno poppers.
Do they still have them?
Yeah, they still have them at Burger King. Yeah, they're really good. So. My girl actually got me turned on to those because I never had them. She was like, "Here, try one. Fucking delicious."
I don't know. I mean, some people just like hot food. Everything I eat's got hot sauce on it. I'm just that kind of person.
Hot sauce is one thing, but like something like that, the most spiciest fucking hot wing from like
B-dubs.
B-dubs, yeah. Like why?
Blazing.
Because it's good. It's got an amazing.
They want to test your level.
You're just an average white person, Casey. You can't handle hot mayo. That's all that it is.
He is mayo to the point.
Yeah, Casey's idea of spicy is mayonnaise. Like he's like that's too much for him.
There you go. Casey is mayo.
Oh, actually, I hate mayo. By the way, that's one thing I.
It's saying because you're bland.
Now, do you like Miracle Whip?
No.
What? You're not even a cool white person then. What's wrong with you?
No.
he's vanilla.
I'm a cool white person either. So, I mean.
Okay, like mayonnaise, yes. I'll give you. Mayonnaise is kind of blah. But you give me Miracle Whip on a hamburger or a sandwich, ooh boy, that's delicious.
Casey,
right there.
Do you got sunglasses?
Yeah, but
Oakley's.
Do you have any type of anything by you though? That's the real question.
Y'all are gonna get to see.
Damn, I'm gonna say go find some.
Here's me as a Casey's kind right but I'm going to meet Casey in November. There you go.
Casey's kind.
That's actually
Well,
a good idea.
Since Casey's cool, Casey, I'm going to be cool Tex. You know what I mean?
Casey, read what Big T said, his last comment.
Okay. This comment or the actual?
The actual last one. It says, or it says it's for me. It says Hot Cheeto Flaming Hot Challenge on St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody has to be cool now since Cool Casey's here.
That's right.
Tex, I gotta take a screenshot of that. Use that. we got Tex, and then we have Cool Tex.
We have Cool Tex. Yeah, see, Cool Tex is always in party
get a beer or a Lone Star or something. Drinking.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Hey,
hold
you
on.
never
Right
know,
there.
man. Hot chicks are always watching.
All right, gotcha, bud.
A few people have already dated on my channel.
Yeah, now see, we have Cool Casey and we have Cool Tex. Now we need Cool AJ and Cool Swerve. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
we got to cap it off.
I'll get a picture soon. Yeah.
See, but Cool Tex, he's always in party mode, and he's ready to play Margaritaville, the song, at all times. That's always on my radio.
So he's a '90s frat boy.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool Tex always smells like a hint of I just left the bar. You know,
it ain't my fault.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What's the difference from Tex and Cool Tex about coming out?
To be fair, there's really not much. They're kind of the same person if we're breaking kayfabe here, because I'm kind of always that way. But yeah, it's all good. But Cool Tex does it more often now. That's the only thing.
So you
Cool Tex
but
Cool
I
Tex
still prefer John Gruden Gacy. Okay.
Cool Tex, he has a tent in the back of his truck and he just sleeps in the bar parking lot. That's what Cool Tex does. You know what I mean? So as soon as they're open, he can walk in. You know what I mean? Yeah, it works out.
I still want to check out. You guys say that the daytime strippers are going to be the worst, so I'm wondering how bad.
Just go at nighttime. It's when the hot chicks. Why is this such a big deal?
Because Casey likes the old bags.
Well, they might be cheaper.
You could get them over the counter.
No,
he is Jewish still. Don't forget.
It's no cheaper. They're just more desperate and ugly. That's the only difference. I promise.
Well, that's what he likes.
Ugh. If you're gonna go, at least go when the prime. Okay, what you want to show up for hamburger meat when prime rib is going to be there 2 hours later? I don't understand.
But I like hamburger meat.
Okay, well, bologna. All right,
I like bologna.
And you could have steak. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want steak. I want bologna.
I would never say that. I agree to some of that stuff, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that last part. Emily wants me and Mikkel to do a hot chips and hot chips challenge while Tex and AJ does the hot wings.
Okay, well, people need to start
That's nothing out of what Six gonna say. You want all these things. Well, there's a donation button you can send my way. I'll be happy to fulfill. But,
yeah, see, because especially everybody keeps saying on St. Patrick's Day. Well, if you want people to do shots or fucked up shit, you got to pay that donation. Because see how we're gonna work the marks just like fucking Cronin works the marks.
I'm willing to
work you guys.
I'm willing to play ball, but you ain't getting into this game for free here, House. You know.
Oh, look, it's the Mongoloid himself.
We got Mikkel on the chat. Hopefully. Oh, God, that's fucked up. Hopefully, Mikkel's doing okay. He said,
come on, it's a gallbladder. Relax.
If he's okay enough to come into a YouTube chat, he's probably fine. So.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between being in the chat than on the show. I mean, you could leisurely do whatever you want in the chat. So, So I would say that's different than coming on the show. I mean,
Let's see.
Mikhail didn't look good when he was on there. He was in bad shape. So
I'm gonna see if I can come up with a new text. Maybe like
the many
maybe
faces
like
of text.
maybe like rapper text. Don't
Well,
them
that's
boys
just
do
Fred
like
Durst.
do like the? Let's see.
Hold on.
There we go.
Put
That
a
works.
screenshot of text. Put them in front
There
so I
we
can
go.
take a screenshot.
How does that look?
Oh, it's still
There we go.
text.
Well, hang on. I need to tighten that up a bit. It's a bit.
You're still too white.
Yeah, I'm
He's
still
white and
too
nerdy.
Hang on.
We're gonna have to have.
There we go. That works. See, this is the text that listens to Florida Georgia line hip hop country music and does all that nonsense. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going
That's
to say
this
Limp
text
Bizkit.
or Limp Bizkit. You know, well, but to be fair, regular text likes Limp Bizkit stuff.
Well, I do.
It's all
Well,
good.
I mean, come on. You are like Grandpa Fred Durst. You're like the bloated Fred Durst.
Friend there. So we've got politically. Oh, let's see. Now that name doesn't work. I don't know. We'll come up with this name. We'll come up with a name for this iteration of me. Something will happen here. So.
Well, I thought you were gonna say
Lone Star
politically
text.
incorrect. John Gruden. I was like, hold on, isn't that him himself though? What the
No, politically incorrect. John Gruden goes out onto the football field with a whip and calling all his players N-words. That's what that would do.
Hold on, Flaming Legend. That's totally disagree. That I disagree. Rap music is shit.
Rap music's garbage. Yes, I agree.
Well, you know what?
It's all about heavy metal music.
You know, I'm gonna say one thing from Creed 3. It kind of upset me a little bit that when they're playing their music, there was a couple of their music did say the N-word in there several times.
What's the N-word, Casey? Can you know
the N-word.
balls.
Steve
Casey
Carell.
offset when Casey says it. He does not sound right saying it. He sounds.
I don't want to be caught like Drew, where
Just say Snickers.
Chicken fingers.
Those goddamn
Snickers.
Snickers. Those.
Hey, you know
Well,
what? Actually, I was at my comedy club. It's the new term is "What's up, my Tiggers."
Oh my!
Just so you know, all them no good Snickers breathing up the white man's air. That's what you say. That's what you go with.
But it was weird because there's supposed to be like a Creed movie, but
what do you expect? It's a movie about two black dudes fighting. You really think they're not going to say nigga? You really think they're not going to say that?
No, it's not that. It was in the music they were playing. Like
Right.
you figure they would play something.
Dude, okay, when have you not realized that if you're black, you can get away with anything in this world? That's kind of how it works.
Well, Mikkel, we actually traded to the black community, so he's technically black now.
Mikkel is, he can say it as much as he wants now because he's of the African American descent.
Oh, that's
now,
right.
so.
He did.
Yeah, because Kratos is now white.
Kratos now likes country music, straight leg pants, and
heavy metal music.
You know.
Oh,
yeah.
It's funny you said that because we got our black official black dude.
The token black guy. Hey, we got token
here comes a no good Snicker right now. Speaking of that,
what's going on, my Tigger?
Hey, yo.
See, he even says, "Hey, yo," like one of the blacks. See, there you go. It works out.
I'm feeling much better.
So, Mikkel, what do you think about my new persona where I'm down with the hip hop music? What do you think?
Oh.
Am I cool?
But rock is shit.
But
But
this
you're
text
black.
this text smokes black and milds and drinks 40s. And,
Looks
does
like
all that
Jake
good
Paul.
stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Michael Paul. Jake Paul after this fight.
Emily put on here, hope it doesn't get copyright claim for that bad word. You don't get copyright claim for that.
How
You
you
get
get copyright? Which bad word, nigga? It's not a bad word. Come on, girl.
You don't get copyright for that. You get copyright like for music for.
Mikkel, since you're black, can you say the N-word now? Can you say Snickers?
No, you don't tell me not.
No. You're fine now. You're fine now.
No,
What
we
is it?
played that gimmick out already. That's dead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Either way, no.
Do it.
I was going to say Emily must have missed our show a couple weeks ago for like.
You missed it, text. So what is that, Mikkel?
Oh, guys. I'm like to a game right now.
No, Mikkel, you gotta say the word.
Nigga!
Oh my god! You
Nigga! Nigga!
Oh my god!
Hey, yo, Mikkel. Are you live right now, Mikkel?
I'm shit.
Mikkel, are you live on your channel right now?
On my gaming
Is it Tex's camera freaking out?
Huh?
Your camera was freaking out. It was flashing.
Oh, God.
My camera's freaking out?
It's flashing, isn't it? Is it just
No, he's
me?
fine. His camera's fine.
It looked like it's flashing.
Are you frozen, Tex? No, it's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
It's like flickering.
What the fuck?
I think that's just you, Casey. Or should I say John Gruden?
I don't know.
Big T says, all right, enough with the black talk. Where's Mikkel's mom at?
Getting the BBC. That's where it's happening.
Oh, hey, Mikkel, I've been offered more money for a prostitute, so we're being offered
Well, hang on.
$8 for a prostitute.
We haven't collected the $8 yet, Casey. So don't get ahead.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
We haven't. We haven't passed the hat around to get the collection yet, so don't get too excited. Just
okay.
Right now.
We
temporary
heard,
spectators.
I think $8 is easy to collect up for a prostitute.
No. I mean, it depends how cheap people feel that day. We're gonna have to,
Now that's a good review show.
Casey's looking for strippers and cocaine.
What could get me $8 in the hood?
No, picture this. Picture this. Casey's dressed just like that, and he's looking for strippers and cocaine in that outfit.
With a Game Boy.
It's like, hey, you guys got cocaine on you?
Yeah. They're gonna be like, okay, he's either a nerd or an undercover cop. One of the two. Yeah. Good luck.
Well, I mean, Mikkel, he's on time, so he could tell us the inside source. So,
yeah, tell us about the black community, Mikkel.
Oh no!
Which street corners have the best blow? You know what I mean?
Oh wow! Does anybody really want to kill this one right here? Emily says, why do we hate rap music? Because they hate white people in that music. What do you not understand? They make fun of the white man all the time in that music.
Do they?
Well, yeah, like Phil Anselmo said, that fucking
rap is garbage. It's nothing but mumble mouth talking about pimping and hoes and la di da. It's garbage.
Exactly. See, I love Pantera.
That's cool though, where you can't understand what they're saying when they're mumbling. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's just rap music is it's trash. It's just
Yeah.
I can't listen to it. I mean, if somebody likes it, great. I'm not going to tell you what to listen to or like. That's none of my business. But
Just know you won't find it in my radio. You'll find
No,
Pantera.
if you get in my vehicle and try to
Yeah,
play it, I'm
yeah.
kicking you out of the car. Just know ahead of time.
Oh, I'm
So-
curb stomping you.
there was one time.
Guys. I'm wrong. KC2. So,
What?
What the hell did that boy say?
I don't know.
I couldn't
I'm
understand it.
playing a game right
Did he
now.
just say? I was gonna say something real bad, but
Go ahead, Casey.
He's
Say
being
it.
gay right now? Is that what he said?
What you bought in retard?
No! Well, I'm trying to be nice, and you call me a fucking retard.
You're
You guys
wrong.
know it. Knitting and crocheting mouth for Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet. I don't know.
So,
Either way, no. I can't do. I mean, like I said, if somebody likes their rap has its fans, and there's even a few songs that if I'm just walking along and I hear, it might even be somewhat enjoyable, but for the most part, it's garbage. It's just
Yeah.
there's very little of it. Like
Georgia, Florida
Oh.
line.
No. Run DMC did with Aerosmith. Walk This Way.
yeah. Yeah,
That
was
one's
good.
not bad.
Oh
That one's not bad. I can get into that one, but
Well, I like Georgia, Florida line with Nelly. You know that's a
Jay
good
Z
song.
and Linkin Park. That was a good collab.
okay, I'm a Kid Rock fan. I mean, Kid Rock has obviously rap influence in his music, but it's even there's some Kid Rock stuff that I'm like, that's too much. Like when it comes to the rap stuff, very minimal influence is good. Like a little,
Yeah,
a little goes a long way when it comes to the
yeah.
rap.
Like Devil Without a Cause, that album was great. After it was like,
Right. It's I can't do straight up rap music. It doesn't work for me. You know, if it's inspired slightly, you catch me in the right mood, maybe, but not on a regular basis.
I like Kid Rock. He said at his concerts, like water and soda is like free because he doesn't feel like everybody, you spend enough on a ticket.
Even if you're buying alcohol, it's like half the price of when it shuts. Everything's cheaper there. Kid Rock. He even did you see that interview he did? I think it was for like CBS This Morning or something where he talked about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Kid Rock, he's a man of the people. I mean, you got to give him the credit. You know what I mean?
I agree. I like his views big time.
Well, he's there for the personal freedoms. He doesn't, want to tell you what to do. That's what I like about it. So.
It's funny. Talk about Kid Rock. He was at the Ric Flair's last match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that Kid Rock brought a cooler with him full of beer.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, it wasn't that. He brought his own liquor with him. And like a 40.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing, dude. What do you think I had this 42-ounce cup for?
Well, I mean, I guarantee you, if you take that into like arena, they'll probably tell you to empty that.
No,
I agree
dude,
with you.
I've took this inside Universal Studios. It's been in Daytona. It's been in multiple places.
I'm shocked
where
that
you're
they let
supposed
you
to
bring that in, though, Tex. I'm shocked for Universal.
You got to be convincing. It doesn't always work, but I'd say 80% of the time it's not a problem. So.
Yeah, but back to the whole Kid Rock situation, like that's why all the good musicians come out of Detroit. Think about it. You got fucking Seeger, you got fucking Nugent, you got Kid Rock. I mean,
well, if people were smart, they would look at Kid Rock because what he's actually doing is what all these lefties pretend to do, and actually brings everybody together. He blends literally rock, country, rap, all of it, to where it's enough of everything where you can get into it. To where somebody who's like me, who's not a rap fan, can appreciate when he does rap.
Yeah, but it's very less than nowadays because he's like the whole country thing.
Oh, I love his country stuff. I very much.
I do too.
I mean, he's. I think Kid Rock is going to be one of those that's not really appreciated until he's gone. One of those kind of things. And
Yeah.
I can appreciate it.
Well, I mean by the masses. You know, I mean, obviously he has his fans. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's so political. Jesus Christ! I can't even.
Mikkel, shut up. Tex is trying to say something. Goddammit. Go ahead, Tex.
Okay.
No, I think. God bless Texas. I swear to God.
Amen.
But go ahead, Tex.
Anyways, so no, like I was saying, I think he's so political. Like he's so right leaning that I don't think a lot of his work will be appreciated until like that political situation has kind of blown over, and then you can actually see what the work that he does.
Oh yeah, of course. No, that's the same way with Nugent. People can't appreciate his music. When they think Ted Nugent, they think fucking crazy right wing or gun nut. That's what they think.
And I think that's why a lot of people didn't cheer for The Undertaker when they were in Philadelphia when he came out to Kid Rock's theme song. They were booing like, oh, like really?
Because they're a bunch of fucking lefties.
The fact that Ted Nugent is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
is a damn
Dolly
shame.
Parton is a joke.
Well, Dolly Parton is a fucking lefty. So
well, that tells you number one how legitimate the Rock and Roll actually.
It shouldn't even be called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It should be called the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've got rappers and country guys and whatever. It's not rock and roll, but no, I mean it's Kid Rock will be. He's obviously appreciated now, but I think he'll be appreciated even more later. Is what I'm saying.
No, I totally agree with you 100%. I think they really need to put Nugent in fucking the Hall of Fame. That's the only reason why they're stopping is because the politics and the guns. That's the only reason why.
It makes him even cooler if he's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's always said, he's Mr. Rogers with a machine gun.
Well, think about it like this. It's like, okay, Johnny Cash, whenever he stomped out the lights at the opera, like that, he would never, he was the outlaw. He was the one. I mean, what makes Sting so cool? He was the guy that, until, later on, he never went to WWE. He was the one that stood out. You know what I mean?
He was the WCW soldier.
Right. He didn't sell out. He didn't go to the man. He didn't do whatever. I don't know. It's just, it's one of those.
Tex, you want to bury Callan Frog for talking shit about Uncle Ted? You
what
care
do you say
to?
Now? Ted Nugent is a racist idiot. His music sucks. Well, you're wrong. So, there's that. I don't need to bury anybody for an incorrect opinion, but hey, you think what you want to, friend. It's all good.
Well, I'm just, for me, because he's a Detroiter like myself. Uncle Ted is fucking God here, okay? Let's just say that first and foremost.
He's not racist by any
sense. So, would Pete Rose still be cool if he gets accepted into the Hall of Fame? Today,
I get what you're saying there. Now, okay, do you think he'll ever even make the Hall of Fame?
No.
I mean, well, okay. Did they let in Mark McGuire or Sammy Sosa or Barry Bonds?
They didn't. No, and they were very strict this year.
I'm not. I mean, I am a baseball fan, but I'm not like a hardcore one. So my knowledge is not great in baseball, but I know a lot of the steroid guys. From Jose Canseco to Bonds to McGuire and Giambi and all those. They didn't get into the Hall of Fame, did they?
No.
Mark McGuire should, even though because the whole steroid bullshit. I still think he should go in.
Well, you can't accept McGuire if you don't take Sosa or Bonds, though.
I would take all three. Why not? Or even Pete Rose. Take him too. Why not?
Everybody's taking it.
I don't know.
People, yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
Reaped the most of it. They made so much money off of it, and they just kept on going, and they didn't break any rules. So why not? You know?
Right. I don't know. I'm not as passionate when it comes to baseball, so I don't really have an argument either way.
Well, neither am I.
You know, I mean, now I will say, watching that home run battle between McGuire and Sosa in the '90s was
amazing,
incredible. That was amazing. I was like, oh my god! I mean, I'm sitting here watching Cardinals and Cub games for the first time in my life. I never cared before that.
You could literally turn on the channel and you would see them, and they would hit a home run like right then and there.
Oh yeah. No, that was appointment television. That was like, turn off everything else. We're watching this, and for a short time period, everybody loved baseball. I mean.
Then there was Michael Jordan at the same time. The NWO was happening at the same time. Stone Cold, like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, that was
1998.
The 90s were great, dude. I mean, it was 97 might be one of my favorite years of all time.
1997 is my favorite year.
98 is mine.
I agree, Tex. And that's not just wrestling. The Red Wings won their first Stanley Cup. Fucking the Vipers won their first tournament, and WCW was hot on fucking fire.
The Red Wings, holy shit!
If I had a time machine, send me back to the 80s. I want to go. I want to live through the 80s to see the 80s are my favorite decade of all time. I love the
90s was.
No, 97 is my favorite individual year, but as a decade overall, I want to go back to the 80s. I just want to be there to see like all of these like slasher films, Freddy and Jason and Michael.
Like current text, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, right now, if you.
I mean, you were mid 80s baby. You were born.
I was born in 87. That's what I'm saying. I was born in 87.
Tail end. Okay, same here at 89.
Yeah. I'm an 80s baby, but I was all the way out of it.
Right,
but,
same here.
I want modern day me to be able to go back to like 81 when Friday the 13th and Halloween 2 came out and just go all the way through it. I think that would be like so much fun.
I think the 70s would be fun to go visit. Like
if I could go back to the 70s, if I could go back to the 70s and see Skinner live and
before
be
the
able
crash.
to see, before the crash and see. I mean, when The Exorcist and Texas Chainsaw came out, oh yeah, I'm down.
Tex would try to be an extra or be one of the victims in the movie.
I would be there. I would be like, "Hey, Toby, why don't you put me in your movie, dude? Please. All right, here we go."
Could you imagine? You could be Grandpa. You could be Grandpa.
Dude, why? Screw that. I'm going for Leatherface. Who wants to be Grandpa?
No, I'm talking about current.
Be like, forget about Hanson. You don't need Gunner in this movie. I'm your Leatherface. You know what I mean? So yeah. Flame Legend says Candyman is a horror movie classic. Yes, it's a classic. I just never really got into it. I
like Candyman.
I've seen all of them, even the newest one. Candyman was just.
I think it's the weakest. Out of all Clive Barker, I would say it's the weakest.
I kind of put Candyman on the same level as Chucky. I'm not like a real fan.
Hellraiser too.
Whoa! Hold on.
AJ's the Hellraiser guy. That's not.
Hold on.
I'm not the
Hellraiser. What's up?
Same level as Hellraiser.
What about Hellraiser?
Let's go to let's level them out. Like, who would you say is the top, and we'll break it down to that level.
Out of what?
We'll
out of Clive Barker?
Tier.
Like the top three is like definitely Jason, Freddy Krueger, and Michael Myers.
See, but people underestimate that because in reality they can all be killed. Pinhead, you singly can't kill him.
Well, actually, he does lose in Hellraiser 2. He does kind of.
Yeah, but that's a Cenobite versus Cenobite. There's a big difference. Yeah. I'm talking human versus Cenobite. You cannot kill him. Jason.
Well, okay. Here's the thing, though. First, you have to clarify what are the lines, because if you're measuring Michael Myers against Pinhead
would win because the hooks and changes. The hooks and chains, though. But I'm talking about who would win. The hooks and chains. That's what Pinhead literally doesn't even have to touch you. The hooks and chains get every single killer and kills them automatically.
Well, that's. Hang on, what is EJ?
If we get him in Freddy Krueger's realm, though.
Krueger's dead.
The question for Tex is, which Halloween movie was the best of all time? Take only one, which had. Well, best is that's a complex word. How are you clarifying or classifying best here? You know, made the most money. Well, favorite and best are two different things. This is where the problems start. It's like, if you were to ask me what my favorite Halloween is, that would be Rob Zombie's Halloween. That is my favorite movie of all time.
I would have to say was the best.
Now, I'm not going to say it was the best one because of the result that his Halloween films had on the franchise, which basically killed it for a long time, because Rob Zombie was so frustrated when he made those films that he literally just killed everybody in the second film. Literally just kills everybody. The only one that's left alive. Well, they were going to do a Halloween 3, but Rob wasn't going to be involved. No, it was going to be Halloween 3, or it was going to be called Halloween 3D. They actually even wrote a script for it, but Rob Zombie was not even attached to it. But it was his version of the characters. But the best Halloween, objectively, I think you have to say the original because of the cultural effect that it had. But for me, my best or favorite would be Rob Zombie's Halloween. But
see, everybody agrees with me because Pinhead is the strongest out of all the killers. Everybody agrees. Yeah,
but he's a different kind of killer.
Nobody, but he doesn't even have to touch you. The chains and kills you instantly.
Well, he's not a slasher though, and that's my point.
Technically, he is, because after when they in 3 they turned him into a slasher. That's what everybody wanted.
After Hellraiser 3, they didn't give a crap anymore, and they just pumped out a movie, so they kept the rights to it. That's all they did that for.
True.
You know, I mean, if you're going just slashers, if you're just saying Michael, Jason, Freddy has to be in there, even though he's on a different playing field.
See, what do you define that? That's a real question. What do you define a slasher? Because like you said, there's different genres and subgenres. So go ahead, Tex. Because this is really complex.
If I'm classifying, if I'm being tasked to, okay, here's your sorting boxes and here's your slasher box. Obviously, Michael, Leatherface, Jason, Candyman.
But he's low tier hanging fruit.
He's low tier. Candyman is low tier slasher, but he's still slasher. Ghostface, obviously a slasher. Now he's separate because he's real world, because he's anybody, and all of those other slashers exist as films within his world. So he is slasher, but in his own category. You know, then you have all of your B horror films, from the Driller Killer to the Ice Cream Man and all of those B movie slasher guys. But when it comes to Pinhead and, you know, Hellraiser, is there okay, Pinhead is a hell priest. He's not a slasher. So you literally have to start from the definition of the character in and of itself. Does he slash? Yes, but he's not a slasher. He is a priest of hell that can kill you more ways than one. When it comes to, you know, the role of Pinhead, it can take, I mean, okay, what, Christy, or is it Christy or Kirsty?
Kirsty
Yeah.
Cotton.
if you read the Hellraiser comics, at one point she becomes Pinhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking it away from him.
Yeah.
You know. So Pinhead, I would put in the role of Ghostface, where that's a title, that's not him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, technically, if you want to be technical about it, Captain Elliot Spencer was a captain in the British War, World War One.
Right.
Captain.
Yes.
So the mental fucked up that he had, that he went far, like how you are, Tex. You're a sadist, pretty much. He goes far beyond the fucking limits. That's what made him turn into Pinhead, was when he found that box and, you know, he turned into Pinhead.
Right.
What about Jigsaw?
Jigsaw is one of my favorites. The Saw franchise, I adore. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about it or not, but I think as a whole, I think the Saw franchise is right up there with Halloween or anything else. Maybe the greatest of all horror franchises. Jigsaw, he's a Manson type for me. He doesn't kill these people themselves, but what he does results them in their death. That's what makes him so complex. You know, he's on another playing field for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, now, well, hang on here. I mean, now, John Kramer Jigsaw, if you get into Mark Hoffman or Amanda or, you know, Dr. Gordon, who also are technically have played Jigsaw at one point in time or another. Mark Hoffman's a straight up slasher. And Mark Hoffman is actually probably my favorite. I might like Hoffman more than I like John Kramer Jigsaw, if I'm being completely honest. You know what I mean?
See, that's complex how you were saying, Tex, because there's multiple killers for Saw.
Right. Well,
unlike Jason, Freddy, Pinhead.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's a Jigsaw cult. You have you have John Kramer Jigsaw proper, then you have his disciples that he has mentored over the years. And depending on who he took on, that's their individual characteristics. You have Hoffman, who was a police officer when his sister got killed, and the guy that murdered her got off on a technicality, and he was a copycat to Jigsaw and murdered the guy, and then Jigsaw found him out and took him under his wing. Where you had Amanda, where she was a drug addict and she passed her Saw game, then she became a Jigsaw apprentice. You have Logan from the Jigsaw film, very similar. He was a Iraq War vet. You know, he had his emotional problems. He also took up the Jigsaw mantle at one point. So there's a lot to this when you just look within Jigsaw itself. You know what I
mean? No, I agree. Like it's very. It's difficult to understand, really. I mean, because it is.
That's why. I mean, prior to what the
fucking Casey?
What did you do, Casey?
What about Norman Bates? Or is he too human?
Norman Bates from Psycho.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
I kind of put him with the. I mean, would you agree that he kind of fits the whole Ghostface thing, being human? Though?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
he's a slasher. Yeah,
you know, I mean, obviously he's wearing a wig, dressing like mommy. He's got like,
true.
I could picture Casey being Norman Bates.
No.
Yeah. I mean, Psycho. Swerve. Have you ever seen? How many of the Psycho films have you seen?
The original one. And I think there was a remake in the 90s.
2?
No.
They did. I want to say there's 3 Psychos. Then they did the remake with Vince Vaughn, which is actually not bad. The one with Vince Vaughn is a pretty much shot for shot remake of the original, but it's still not bad. Psycho 2 I would recommend, because I believe it's 2 where he gets released on like good behavior. They cure him or something, and he goes back to the hotel, and all of these people are dying, but he's not actually killing anybody. But he gets blamed for it. It's actually kind of interesting.
That is pretty wild. I'm surprised it's not talked about as much, because that sounds pretty damn interesting.
It came out in the 90s when horror was pretty much dead. You know what I'm? Well, I don't. Was it the 80s or the 90s? No, I think it was.
80s.
I think
83. 83.
Yeah, I was supposed to say Psycho 2 came out in the 80s during the horror boom
Psycho.
of Freddy and Jason.
And with the same cast. Like, it's just.
Yeah, they brought back what's his face who starred. I think he directed it. I can't remember.
Anthony Perkins? I don't know.
Anthony Perkins. I believe Anthony Perkins directed that film too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. When you're getting into these horror killers, that's what makes it. Swerve, are you big into the true crime stuff? Do you get into that or whatever?
I see it here. Like, I'll leave it on and just watch it.
Yeah.
What's that, Mikhail?
He was talking about Dateline.
Yeah, I leave it on like every now and then. Like I don't watch it. Like I don't know what time it comes on though. But like if it's on, I'll catch it on my DVR. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I understand the shows.
I'm big in. I love true crime. I love the mind.
Yeah.
Hang on, what's the question here? Flame Legend says, question: have you all seen Night of the Living Dead? Oh, of course.
Hasn't
now have you seen the remake of it made by Tom Savini in 1990? That film it's pretty much a shot-for-shot remake, but it is just as good as the original is.
I never seen it. I seen Shaun of the Dead though.
Oh God, Casey.
Yeah, no, Shaun of the Dead is well. What now? We'll see. Night of the Living Dead. That's an interesting conversation as well because. George Romero and I forget the other guy's name that owned the rights to it. They, I can't remember his name now. Somebody can look it up, tell me or whatever. There was a legal dispute. What?
Tony Todd, Tom Towles.
I can't remember who the other guy was, but either way, George Romero and the other guy that created it, owned it, whatever. They went to court, and George Romero got the rights to "Of the Dead," that term, and his partner got "Living Dead." So,
Walter
when you
Reed.
I think that's right. I can't remember, but I think
It is.
right.
It says it right here, Walter Reed.
Basically, what happened was, Night of the Living Dead, the '68 film. Anybody can show that movie. There's no copyright on that film. Because when they were editing it, they messed up on the title card. And if you watch when the film opens and it says Night of the Living Dead, there's no copyright next to it. So that is what's the term for it?
Public
copyright.
domain?
Yeah. Night of the Living Dead 68 is a public domain film. You could show it on your YouTube channel if you wanted to. Anybody could. Literally.
I'm sorry to cut in front of you, guys, but we got Frank in the chat, and he says, "Why does Casey
look like a douchebag?" Frank, that's cool, Casey. That is cool, Casey, right there. Yes.
Oh no. This is John Gruden Casey.
No, I call that cool Casey that wears popped collar shirts and says bro all the time.
Bro.
Yeah. Like, for some reason, he always has a Zima, or like a My Tart lemonade.
Zima.
Oh,
yeah.
Frank, I think another term that Frank fair use.
Fair use. Yeah. But Night of the Living Dead is anybody could show those films, but whenever George Romero and his buddy had the lawsuit, they split the rights to Of the Dead and Living Dead. So you had Dawn of the Dead, which is a direct sequel to Night of the Living Dead, and then you had Day of the Dead. And then years later they did what was the one with John Leguizamo? It had either way, but there are multiple there are multiple zombie films that tie back to Night of the Living Dead. But yeah, I love zombie movies.
Frank, it's funny you said that, but because I have my review coming out tomorrow, and
Casey, why don't you go ahead and tell Frank your idea here, you little toe stepper? Go ahead.
Yeah, stealing people's ideas.
So, Frank, I decided to invade in your territory now. So, I am now doing film reviews. So, move over, Frank. It's mine time now.
Well, see, Frank, he's just going to make us look even better whenever he does his. They're going to be like, oh, God, this guy sucks. I need to go watch The Harsh Truth where we get the good stuff. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen here. So, by comparison, we're going to be made greater. So, thank you, Casey.
Well, no, I did get Frank props. Like I said, that I really liked his short today where he was.
Did you just call Frank short? What the hell? That's not nice.
Yeah, you're short, Casey. That's not nice.
No, I'm not short. I'm average height.
3 feet tall is not average height.
So you're going to invade on his turf and insult the man at the same time? Really?
Damn, that's fucked up.
Wow. Mikhail, what are your thoughts, Mikhail? Oh man,
you got
Mikhail, are you dead yet?
Mikhail,
are you alive, Mikhail?
Unmute, you fucking mongoloid.
Mikhail, if you're alive, clap 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Swerve wants your opinion.
What?
Jesus Christ.
About me doing movie reviews now.
I'm playing a button game.
What, with your mommy?
Oh,
okay. Casey, how about this? I'm okay with you doing movie reviews, but you have to do them with Mikhail exclusively.
Do escort reviews. Mikhail, do you do escort reviews?
But yo, KK.
Hell yeah, Kevin Garnett.
Oh, and he says, I don't know about 10, but it was really good. I didn't say Creed 3 was
he called it a 9.
I gave it a 9.
I'd be right.
Casey will get sympathy subs because people feel sorry that he has a mental problem.
Oh, that's kind of how, like, my buddy D-Mac, he subbed because of that. Shout out to D-Mac. What's going on, bud?
Flame Legend says, I saw World War Z. I did not like that movie. I wanted to. I really wanted because I loved that book. That's one of the few books I actually read. But I was like, whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm just not scrolling through the comments.
Oh, Big T, I can answer that question. It was mid. The new Hellraiser, it was mid.
Oh.
That's
Big
what Big
T also asked my thoughts on American Psycho. American Psycho is a modern-day classic film. Christian Bale in that movie as Patrick Bateman. Oh, my God, dude. That whole hip to be square scene, when he's running around with the chainsaw and drops it going down the staircase, I love that film. I can watch that one anytime.
When you said Christian Bale, for a second, I was thinking of Christian Slater. So I was
who are you trying to be, the fat Christian Slater?
No, Christian Bale from The Machinist and Batman fame. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember now.
Have you ever seen American Psycho?
No.
You need to watch that movie. That's one. It's one of those. It's technically a comedy, is what it was made to be, but it's a very dark comedy, is what it is.
I think this is the best comment that Emily ever put on here. Put Michael Myers music on and dance to it.
No, do not. No. Do not disgrace the great work that John Carpenter did to that soundtrack by your fat ass dancing to it.
You know what? I noticed one thing.
Do us a short, Casey. There you go.
Why is Ghostface never the fat killer? I mean, like, why? That's what I just realized.
Hang on, wait. Are you demanding for fat representation now with all these other SJWs? Is that what you want?
I think you need
Well,
a
Casey,
fat
why don't you be fat Ghostface? Get a
Fat-
Ghostface costume, and you can be fat Ghostface.
I think Scream is fat shaming people for not being the killer.
See, no, Casey, I can't allow this because if we allow fat Ghostface, then we next have to allow trans and multi-sexual Ghostface.
Well, we already have trans fucking Hell Priest. I mean, come on, look at the new Hellraiser. It's trans. So.
I refuse. I watched that new Hellraiser and
it was trash.
That was garbage. I would rather watch one of those direct to DVD ones than that garbage.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
But I mean,
I was bored by that movie.
I'm gonna assume if Ghostface was fat, that they were like, well, like out of the crew, like you're the one who's overweight, so you must be the killer.
Okay,
well, Casey, how about this? Butterball is fat. You could be Butterball.
How fast can you run, Casey?
Really fast.
I think I can run.
Fast as Penny.
Waddling doesn't count.
Without getting winded.
I mean, how far and how fast do I need to run?
As fast as you can.
Until I never stop running.
Say McDonald's had a deal for you and they give you 30 McDoubles for free. How fast could you run to go get them? Not driving, running.
Well, Forrest will run real fast.
Right. I'm not a smart man, Janae.
How far do I have to run? Do I have to run
a mile? A mile. 1 mile.
I know for sure I can't do that.
Okay, so here's a problem. Here's a problem with your fat Ghostface idea. A, it's too recognizable. B, unless you have a cast full of other fatties, it doesn't work. C, I'm not giving into this whole representation nonsense because we did that with the gays and look at where we are now. So I'm not I'm not going to be inclusive to all groups anymore. If you want to make a fat serial killer movie, you go right ahead.
Does he eat cereal? That's the real question, Casey. There you go.
No, Casey's serial killer has eats like a vat of gravy. Like that's what his ghost face.
Vat of gravy.
Yes. Yeah. He dips a gigantic straw into a vat of gravy, like cream gravy, right? That's how he gets nutrition throughout the film. So.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, when you go to town, I mean, there's going to be some fat people there. I mean, yeah, you're going to be focusing on the group of people that are about the movie, but I mean, there's got to be a few fatties in that town.
How about if Lizzo's one of them?
What?
Lizzo.
No, see, Casey, here's the problem. No fatty could stay in that Ghostface outfit long enough without sweating through it, so that's why there's no fat Ghostfaces.
Oh, okay.
So
they can't do right? Oh my god.
And I'm not sure they make robes large enough for a bunch of fatties in there running around.
You think they can't sew two of them together?
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you go to a tent maker and have them make a Ghostface robe, then you can be fat Ghostface. How about that?
Technically, Casey, all he has to do is buy the deluxe Ghostface costume. He could wear it.
Well, I mean,
Casey wouldn't wear anything underneath. He'd be like, "Well, I got a robe on. I don't need clothes."
It's a fucking see-through. Oh my god!
Whenever Casey's wearing that glittery,
why do you need to wear clothes under that? I mean,
Casey's like, it gets hot when I kill people, so I don't wear anything. That's what he wears.
Only Scott.
Oh my God! Read Big T's
Irish
question text.
Uh,
Put Big T's
Let's
question
see.
on there.
I'm looking right now. Let's see. Arkidicky.
There we go.
You might be onto something for a new horror film titled Huskies, about a group of fat folks trying to evade a killer and wait, man. Oh, that'd be great. If you could, I'm gonna have
Casey
to.
is wrong.
I'm gonna have to write out a treatment of a. It's gonna be in the 80s at like a Friday the 13th kind of fat camp, right? But one of them is the killer, and you don't know who it is. It's going to be like a combination of Sleepaway Camp, Friday the 13th, and like your typical slasher film.
But we already know who the killer is.
Well, no, see, that's the thing.
It's starring Casey, so of course.
Well, no, I'm going to have Casey be the opening kill of my movie. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, wow. See, I'm trying to hype you up over here, Casey. Texas is like, I'm just going to kill him the first scene.
Well, no. What did Scream do with Drew Barrymore? They had her be the first kill. Everybody knew it, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to get more hype from being my first kill whenever I butcher him with like a chainsaw or something. You know what I mean? So
what are you killing all the fat people, Tex? Well, that's going to be an easy movie.
We can't let heart attacks have all the fun. Now, some of us need to kill some as well. Right? Come on.
Well, I mean, think about it. Let's say we go with the fat people as being the killers. Obviously, you got to keep all the fat people alive and kill all the skinny people. Then you have to try to.
Well, no.
What about the in between?
I already know, Casey. I already know how I'm going to finish the movie. You have like the kind of fat girl, but she's not really fat, running away from fat Ghostface. And how the final girl lives is Ghostface is running and he stops. He's like, oh, my arm's numb. Oh God, I'm having a heart attack, and he just dies. That's how the movie ends. So Ghostface technically kills himself by heart attack. That's going to be the end of it.
Hey, that would be original, though. Think about it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now, it will, and like, for the sequel, it will be like Fat Ghostface's even fatter brother's like, I got to get revenge for my brother who died. And he has to get an even fatter Ghostface robe. We redo the whole thing.
Well, you have to throw 3 of them together?
Yeah, we put 3 of them together because he's like as wide as like a double wide trailer. So
I found Casey. Fat Ghostface exists.
Yes,
he does. I'll send it to you on Twitter. You gotta show it.
Funny.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It'll be like that Disney movie Heavyweights, except for adults and horror. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. It's I mean, if Casey demands fat representation, just know it's going to be an exploitation film, and we will make fun of you. So know that ahead of time.
You never see a fat killer, though. You never see.
Yeah, because they're all already dead. Yeah. Flame Legend says, question, guys, have you seen Terrifier? Are you kidding me? I worship Terrifier. Art the Clown. I knew about Art the Clown during All Hallows Eve, whenever that was a direct video movie. I was talking about Art the Clown before anybody had ever seen Terrifier.
I've never seen.
Check your DMs, Casey.
Okay.
The greatest kill I've ever seen in a horror film comes from the first Terrifier film, when he ties that chick upside down naked, and he takes a handsaw and cuts her in half, pussy first.
You sure about
the greatest kill.
I mean, I'm kind of biased to 3 with Hellraiser 3 with the chick with the fucking gets skinned alive and fucking gets sucked in.
Hellraiser 3 can suck it. Art the Clown's got the greatest kill.
Oh, bullshit.
Hellraiser wishes that
really
they could blow Terrifier's dick.
It's Casey.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's Casey right there. There's Ghostface is fat instead of Casey is raw. Yeah.
See, why can't we have a fat ghost face in these movies?
What? You got it right there. You just everybody, unless everybody in the cast is 400 pounds and overweight.
Hold on, do we know if this is a woman or this is a dude? I mean, I do see tits on it. So.
Yeah, but
what are you, Casey? That's a real question.
What's the pronouns?
What's the pronoun?
See, what did I say?
No.
Once we start being inclusive, then we have to start asking pronouns. This is why I was against this idea, right? I knew what was coming.
Hold on, we do have pronouns in Scream movies. Okay, already. That's why you have more than one killer. You have them.
Oh, good Lord. We're gonna Casey, like I would have you on my zombie apocalypse team as bait. That's what you're rolling with.
Yeah.
Like,
Casey would be fat ghost face.
Yeah.
I would no. Like say this is like a Walking Dead situation, right? Casey gets to be on my zombie apocalypse team as long as he knows ahead of time if we get overran by zombies, I'm going to shoot him in the knee and throw him at the zombies so I can get away. That is my plan.
Well,
so
is this fat ghost face at school? It looks like he's at school.
You realize Scream 2 basically takes place all at a college, right?
And so does the first one takes place in a school.
Scream 1 takes place at a high school, and so does Scream 4 and Scream 5. It's a high school slasher movie. That's what it does.
Oh, so it makes a good point then. It is a school then.
Casey, get away from all those kids, man.
Well, it looks like I ate. Looks like I ate a few of those kids too, right there.
You probably did.
Casey, I tell you what, you go out, murder people as Ghostface, and tell me how it goes, and see how long you get away with it.
Yeah, but see, Casey doesn't murder people though. He murders cheeseburgers.
Well, see, that's the thing. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to kill some folks as Ghostface to prove before I make this movie. You know what I mean? Just saying. Fat Ghostface. I bet Casey's gonna do that for Halloween now.
You should, Casey.
I got my,
What?
Go to Spirit of Halloween and get the Ghostface costume.
Yeah, go to Spirit.
It's only about $30.
Hell yeah.
No, it's more than that. No. It's more than that at Spirit Halloween, dude.
Okay, probably about $50.
Either way, Casey. But you need to make the costume your own. You need to wear the Ghostface out with the McDonald's championship around.
Go to McDonald's and order a bunch of cheeseburgers.
What about like the knife is instead of like a real knife, it's like a knife out of like beef patties or something like that.
No. You don't kill him with a knife. You kill him with a spork. Because you're a fat
sport.
That's what you're doing. That'd be great.
Like the one that what place actually sells sporks? I mean, I know sometimes gas stations does that, but
I know
everywhere
back in the day.
Does.
I know back in the day, Taco Bell had them, but they don't have them anymore. I don't know now.
They have sporks everywhere up here.
Oh no! Casey wouldn't murder people with a knife. He would use like one of those electronic carving knives that you cut a turkey with. That's what Casey.
He's too lazy. He's like,
and Casey. Oh, that's his. Casey's whole thing is it's carving time, and then he goes to cut somebody. He says the line and then turns it on.
So would it be no longer a slasher if you're carving with a electric?
Well, no. Well, I mean, kind of like, okay, look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface uses a hammer, a meat hook, a chainsaw, but he's still a slasher. It's the slashing is the act, not the actual implement. So, I
thought that's hilarious. I wonder, hey AJ, could you find like even a worse one than that one?
Yeah, I'll look one. Hold on. I'll look for you, bud.
Could you imagine some fat dude being Ghostface? Oh, it's totally not me, guys. As he's sweating cream gravy out of there.
Which one do you want to see? Which one do you want? Like a fatter one?
Well, give us something really good. I mean, that was great.
The most obese possible.
Most obese.
As obese as
Cartoon
humanly
or
possible.
real?
No,
No,
real. It's
Real.
gotta be
Okay.
real.
I want to see.
Oh my god, this is scary right
I
here.
can find in a Ghostface costume.
I found Casey.
What?
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you. This is fucking freaky.
Yeah, oh god. Alrighty.
Oh god.
You know, anytime I turn my camera off, I have to do something.
And odds and there's like at least a 50% chance you're going to cut yourself off from the stream too.
Yeah, true.
Look at Steve's face.
Casey, check your DMs.
Okay. Oh my god.
It's Casey, glow in the dark.
You know,
oh my god! It's a meme of that fat ghost face.
well,
see, that's the thing. I mean, most people don't realize Ghostface. Well, horror fans know, but Ghostface just doesn't wear a plain black robe. You know that, right? It's got like a diamond glitter finish to it because it's so black it like sparkles at times. Not
Casey, the real question: do you know what I ate last summer?
Are you going for the fisherman killer here? Is that what you're going for?
No. If Casey will put the picture up, both pictures are fucking hilarious. Oh my god!
I had this one up with the big green fat dude. It kind of almost looks like Slimer.
It's just like you.
Yeah, Slimer.
Yeah, he looks like Slimer with like Joker's face, like Jack Nicklaus Joker's face.
Or the booger sinus guy commercial.
See, because the only fat Ghostface I'm finding is cartoon ones. That's it. Besides the one that I found.
Because everybody else realizes a fat Ghostface is unrealistic nonsense. So like, yeah, this bullshit sucks. So that looks like Shrek if he didn't have the little ears on top of his head.
God. Okay, I'll go get the next one.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's the same one, but it's with.
It's a meme.
Yeah, it's a meme.
That's funny,
it's still good though. I still like it, but that's hilarious. Give me a second to bring that one up.
That looks like. I know what you're saying.
I know
even that ghost face mask is oversized. That like like the white face part is not that big on a normal ghost face. That is so funny.
I found Casey in cartoon form.
A cartoon?
Go ahead, Casey. Yeah, go ahead, Casey. Show it.
Oh, I had to go back on. Give me a second. Oh no. It's not really porn, it's just a cartoon version of it.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It sounds like someone's snoring.
What the fuck?
There's a say, Mikhail, are you asleep?
He could be.
That would be Casey right there.
Well, look, now he's getting so lazy he can't even go killing or stop the killer. He has to do it from home now.
No, see, the real killer in that movie is diabetes, not Ghostface.
Oh God! Hold on,
but I can see Casey doing that though.
I guarantee you he's so fat his blood pressure is holy shit. Like that's just blood pressure.
Well, it's crazy about diabetes. My mom said she just got called like 2 times today for asking for my dad because they need to talk about his diabetes, even though he died back in 2015.
I think they're a little bit late with that phone call, aren't they? I mean,
not only that. I mean, that's not what he died from. He died from.
Oh my god!
He died from colon cancer. So I'm like, they need to talk to him about his diabetes. I was like, that's kind of interesting.
My kind of humor, I would have been like, well, if you want to talk to him, he's down at Angel Cemetery, plot number 35. That'd be a good chat. And I would have hung up the phone.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea to fuck with them like that.
Right. I'd be like, well, I'm sure he'll listen real well. Just go on down there and talk to him. You'll figure it out. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. He would listen, wouldn't he?
He's not going to interrupt you. I mean, you can say you can talk as long as you want.
Oh god,
that is hilarious.
But I was like,
can you imagine? My lord.
I mean, obviously it's some scammer that called her because my mom told me like on her side of the family. See, I never heard anyone from any side of the family having any diabetes, but it was like later, like it was her grandparents who had it. So, but no one in my family has it at all.
I don't have diabetes in mine. I have heart problems from my dad's side. That's about it.
I think
even then, it's not like every one of us has it. It's like maybe it's like a 50-50 shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's about it.
I mean, I do have high blood pressure. That's something from my mom's side of the family, but I had my meds for that for the last 15 years, fixed that issue. So my blood pressure's been fine for years now.
Well, I mean, I don't often speak of my affliction of giant dickitis because my penis is
giant
huge. It's a I was born with it. I can't help it. It's just I have to get the inseam of every pair of pants I buy took out at least 14 inches. But it's a struggle, but I deal with it on the daily. So.
Well, do you need to cut like a few inches off the giant dickitis?
Well, no. I mean, if I do, I lose my superpowers. It's kind of like a whole Samson cutting his hair off. If I do that, I'll lose all my superpowers. So I can't do that. I wouldn't dare disgrace God by, It's like it's like when a chick with an excellent rack goes and gets a boob reduction. It's like, why are you doing this? God gave you those things. You're punishing all of us. How selfish of you.
Well, true, but I mean, I know for women when they say they have when they have big tits, a lot of times having big tits has bad back issues. So
stop simping, Casey.
So do you have back issues from the gigantic man titties you're slinging around?
Yes, I got to chop my big man tits off.
I can picture Casey dressing up like a big fat woman.
Oh no,
Casey, have you ever been to Victoria's Secret for a measurement to see what cup size you are?
No,
I'm a 34. Triple D.
Would they turn me down if I do that?
I don't think they can in 2023. I think they have to now because they accept. I mean, if men can go get pap smears, I'm sure you can get measured for a bra at Victoria's Secret.
Are you serious?
People, yeah, doctors have been sued for not doing it. I mean, this is a real thing in 2023. Yeah. So.
Well, that just shows how much I work and don't pay attention to the
but these are the same idiots that men, or this is the same group of idiotic men, and they use that term loosely, that think they need tampons for their monthlies.
What?
Yeah,
For their
Yeah.
what?
Just in case you're
For that
bleeding
time
out
of the
your
month.
pee hole.
Oh.
Yeah, these are. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos of men actually complaining about how they don't market tampons for men, and it's not
Jeez.
jokingly; it's serious as a heart attack. That's what's so sad.
That's sad.
So-
Like, what
Yeah,
has this
Oh, it's
world
disgusting.
become?
You figure
it's like-
you figure
I'm waiting for the nuke. Yeah, it's bad.
The asteroid can't just hit us any faster.
Yeah.
Well, you figure, I mean, something as obvious as that, they shouldn't have to worry about complaints or being sued for something like that because it's so outrageous. I mean, that's like,
When you live in a world of tolerating everything, you have to accept everything. You know what I mean?
like we need a fat ghost face.
Well, Fat Ghostface, I think Fat Ghostface is needed to revive the Scream brand. I think we need, and I mean obesely fat. I mean disgusting fat. Like I want him to be so fat his chin goes from his neck goes from his chin to his nipples. That's how fat.
Oh,
Oh, man.
the 1,000-pound ghost face. He
Yeah, I
uses a
want one of
motor
those.
scooter.
Well, mention that his chin
That's
comes
great,
out from
right?
underneath his ghost face mask. It's like, I know that chin.
Ghostface is so fat the mask doesn't cover. He has to get a marker out and paint his neck black so you don't notice it. Like that's how fat he is.
So he's
And
doing
then,
blackface now.
It's like,
like Ghostface doesn't run around now. He rides one of the little carts that Walmart has, and like he just has his knife out. You know,
there you go. That's brilliant.
yeah.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
That's a whole movie franchise right there.
See,
I tell
Casey,
you what.
you do not want all of us to meet up in real life because you would be the one that becomes fat Ghostface,
Now,
doing all these
well, let's
stunts.
say if we were ever all hanging out and like a serial killer, you know, like a Michael Myers Ghostface type is coming after us, Casey's the first one dead.
Well,
I can
Mikkel, I thought
guarantee.
he would go first.
Hold on.
Well,
What? Why would you say that though?
Hey, I said Mikkel.
you know, I think. Well, number one, I'm not inviting Mikkel, so Casey's going to be the first one dead.
Well, you gotta have
So-
bait.
Well, that's why we have Casey. We string him along. Casey would be the one like, oh, what's that noise? Oh, that's probably nothing. I'm going to keep playing this video game. And then like he gets, you know, Michael Myers shows up and wraps the, you know, Nintendo cord around his neck and chokes him to death or some nonsense.
His head pops off.
Oh.
Death by controller.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, okay, let's say we're all meeting up in like a haunted house for the weekend, right? Like, how would we all? How would
Oh,
we
great.
all?
Casey's scared.
Let's see. Casey's definitely going to die early. Casey's like one of those early easy kills that they rack up. I'm either going to make it or I'm going to die being like, oh, I can take him down. And then like, you know, Michael Myers does me like he does, you know, just he like stabs me through a wall or something because I'm trying to play hero and shit. That's definitely my personal.
Yeah, I don't know for me. I have no clue.
I think AJ's going to be no. AJ's going to be the dude outside smoking weed, and he doesn't even know that he gets killed. That's going to
Yeah,
be
there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's the one for me. I appreciate that one. I'll take it.
AJ's like, oh, I'll be back. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out on the swing. He's out there smoking like 3 pounds of weed at a time. He doesn't even know that we're being
Damn, you're
murdered.
trying to fucking kill me over here now. Talking about 3 pounds and shit.
Or you know, the killer laces your marijuana. That's also a way.
Yeah, he mixes it with fucking cocaine and my heart
Yeah.
explodes.
Right. Yeah. You know, he
It's
poisons
uppers and downers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one time, the only thing I ever took that was questionable, it was these upper pills that they supposed to give you energy. Apparently, it was kind of outlawed a little bit. I guess I'm not sure.
Ritalin?
No, it's not. I had Ritalin as a child.
Right, because you have ADHD or ADD, right?
ADD, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I did have AD as a child, so.
You still have AD and you're still a child, Casey. Your point being?
But so we were traveling back. We were driving from Pennsylvania down to Oklahoma to spend some time down here.
Right.
And when
See the family?
Yeah, see the family and friends and stuff. So
Right.
when we were traveling back to Pennsylvania, we stopped at this gas station that was selling these pills that were for I guess some type of uppers.
Did you find some
Well-
random person on the corner and bought these?
No, it's something she bought over the counter.
How is it that you could buy it over the counter? It's not an upper. I mean, you have to get prescription for that.
No, well,
Unless you're buying
I
it from a
believe-
fucking drug dealer.
I don't. It's possible, but I took. See, she took 2 of these pills and she was wide awake. So I was like, you know what? I think I could do that. The worst mistake I ever done ever, because I would feel like, oh, I'm awake, and then I was like, oh, I'm like, I feel like I'm drowsy. I'm awake, drowsy. I was kind
That's
of
not good, especially because you're saying it's up and down, back and forth. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not good on your heart, especially because you're a bigger guy. I don't know if you were a bigger guy then. Were you?
About the same size.
Yeah, and you don't really get much exercise. So it's like, yeah, that will fuck your heart up real bad.
I mean, what my job does is pretty physical. I think that keeps me in a certain shape.
Yeah, but what, round?
Yeah, round. But I mean, I'm not bullfrog shape or Tommy
Well,
shape.
those are blobs, okay? There's a big difference. You're just round and fluffy.
Yeah.
They're fucking morbidly obese. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but that was the worst thing I ever took in my life, because I was like, and then at one point I felt like I was going to throw up, and she had to take over the car because I was.
Wait, you were
Not-
driving?
I was driving, yeah.
That's the fucking first mistake.
Well, I thought, I don't know. I think I was at one point because I felt like I was awake.
For one, you should never be under the influence of alcohol or drugs behind the wheel. That's just fucking
Well,
stupid.
these were some type of uppers, though. It was like supposed to be over the counter kind of things. So
I'm still not buying it. I think your fucking ex-wife, the Jew, probably bought him off the fucking corner from some drug dealer, and God knows what the fuck it was.
you could be right, but
But she had to fucking haggle for it.
well, the thing is, it was at a gas station, so
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know,
Hey
but
guy, hey guy,
Yeah?
I gotta go and phone go in there. I
Okay.
see you guys Wednesday.
all right.
Did you even do that intro, Casey? Because I didn't even see it. I came in
What
too late.
intro?
The one I gave you?
Are you talking about with
Darren?
Darren?
Yeah.
Did it begin of this one?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
See
What'd you
think?
Did you like it?
Yeah. Bye,
What?
AJ. Bye,
Bye,
Kat.
Mikkel.
See you, Mikhail. All right, see ya. But that was the worst mistake as taking that shit. I never took that shit again because it was the worst thing I ever felt. It was like it was waving back and forth. I was like, never again.
See, me personally, I don't really experiment with the drugs. I'll smoke weed. That's not a drug. That's herb. There's a big difference. See, if I was gonna say if how Tech said, if we all ever met up and actually hung out, me and you, I personally would get you high, like smoke weed. I wouldn't
No.
let you do. Yeah, all you're gonna do is eat food. You love eating food. There's a big difference.
I don't want to do anything like that.
You what? So you rather do what fucking Tex does and fucking does cocaine that could blow your heart out and you could die? I mean,
No.
let's be real. Weed is less deadly than fuck. It's not even deadly at all.
No,
It just makes you tired and.
I'd rather drink than do pot. So.
Okay,
Like,
so you rather do something that actually could kill you if you have fucking. Because you're a weakling to it, you could die from alcohol. You could get alcohol poisoning, especially because you're
if you
so
drink
weak.
too much, yes, but I'm not planning to drink too much.
But you don't drink.
No.
Exactly. So what do you? You could literally have a fucking one beer and be fucking drunk off your ass because you're so weak when it comes to that.
Well, I mean, it took a lot of that peanut butter whiskey to get me fucked up.
Well, what are you drinking on St. Patrick's Day? Well, I mean, me and Tex already said what we're drinking. What are you drinking on St.
I'll be
Patrick's Day?
drinking.
No, what are you drinking?
I'm gonna do it because my birthday's the next day. And
Well, yeah, we're all gonna get fucked up on there because it's gonna go into your birthday, so we're gonna be drinking.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm pretty much drinking all the time. Just kind of.
So you're just an alcoholic. So there's a big difference.
That is true. That is definitely true, actually, by the way. So,
me and Casey were having this discussion. We
guilty
need
as
your
charged.
opinion.
I'm sorry.
We need
I'm
your
sorry,
opinion
Your Honor.
on this.
Guilty as charged.
Okay, we need your opinion. Okay, say like we all met, right? Would you rather Casey smoke weed or do cocaine?
Ooh,
because Casey's so weak. Think about it. I would say smoke weed with me than fucking him having the chance of having a heart attack and dying.
Yeah, I mean, obviously weed is, I mean, that's.
Oh, yeah, weed.
But could you imagine a sweaty, coked out Casey shirtless running around crazy hell? How much fun?
Oh my god. He'd be in Las Vegas going to every strip club. He'd see fucking powder all over his
be like, I saw a McDonald's 3.5 miles away. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. That's the fastest I've ever seen him run.
Oh my god. It's funny you said that. You ever seen the clip when Tommy said that he asked for...
Oh, when Wendy's popped up?
Yeah, instead of... it was something first, but it went... Wendy's popped up. It says, Wendy's is 0.4 from your destination. I'm like, wow. I mean, that's not... I mean, sure, you could walk...
Was it on Ken's show?
Yeah, it was Ken's or... Yeah, I think it was Ken's show.
Yeah, I believe so, because I remember that.
Well, it's kind of funny. Years ago, we were going to sell cows at the San Antonio Stock Show. This is probably 10 years ago or more. And we were trying to get a hotel. Well, our options were get a hotel in a bad neighborhood where we're probably going to get shot by Mexicans because that's what lives there.
Well, just
get a hotel.
Nice.
Get a hotel that was so outrageously overpriced that we couldn't afford anything else. But we lucked out. We found one hotel, and it was literally in the parking lot of a Waffle House. And we're like, oh my God, we are staying there. So we spent a week at this hotel, right? Almost every meal that we ate was from that Waffle House. My butt, I was like sweating pancake syrup by the end of that week. I ate so much. I was like, I cannot. I'm not responsible enough to live that close to a restaurant because I'm going to eat there every day. It's just not good for me. You know what I mean?
Did you feel like, I guess, were you having pancakes every day or something?
Well, no, I was eating different things, but I ate so much of that crappy food just every meal. I felt like crap. You know what I mean?
That's how it was big boy for me. I mean, that's kind of how I see it.
If I lived next to a Whataburger or a Taco Bell, I'd be 500 pounds because I would eat it every day.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell. I mean, I don't know.
I love Taco Bell.
I don't know if you have Taco Bueno down there, Tex.
Yeah, we have them.
Okay.
What about Taco Del Rey or Taco.
What's it, Del Taco?
We've got a
Del
couple.
Taco, yeah,
we,
that's it.
We've got Del Taco. Do y'all have a Fuzzy's Taco Shop? Fuzzys.
No.
No.
There are two. There's Fuzzy's and then there's Torchy's Tacos that are down here in Texas, and they are absolutely delicious. I love them both. So I dig it.
Well, no, I mean, as the normal chain ones that I know is Taco Bell and Bueno, and I
don't like Taco Bueno. I take that back. The only thing I like about Taco Bueno is the salsa bar and the queso. Other than that, I don't like the thing.
Have you guys been to Casa Bonita?
There was one around here.
There's only one. There's only one in Colorado.
There
I don't
was
think I've
one
there.
around here.
What's that?
I don't think I've ever ate there.
No, I want to try it, but I'm just saying, like, that seems like a real Mexican restaurant.
There was only one around here, and now it's a bar. So, and I can't remember much about it. So, I mean, it's crazy that I thought it was just one place around here. I didn't realize it was a chain.
No, it's just a one place, from what I know.
But, you guys want to go ahead and call it a night, and we're thinking about that. We're definitely thinking about doing a after show after AEW pay-per-view tomorrow. I'm not going.
There's a pay-per-view tomorrow?
Yeah,
What?
it's Revolution.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a good show.
Y'all want to do it? Y'all go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. It seems like a good idea.
I might come on at some point to make fun of gay AEW and how bad it's sucked.
Hey, I think it's going to be a good show. I mean,
unless there's only there's three things that AEW can do to impress me. Number one, make Sting your world champion. Number two, have Danhausen just go out and do funny shit because I like him. He's cool. Or bring out the bunny because I like her and have her just prance around naked. That's
she is
the three
hot.
things that they can do. Oh,
she is
dude,
hot.
the bunny is. She is, dude. She's a horror nerd chick. I've been watching her YouTube channel like all day. She might replace Alexa Bliss for me. She's getting to that level.
Really?
Yeah. She hasn't replaced Alexa Bliss, but she's becoming a suitable contender for Little Miss Bliss. So that they might have to face each other and have like a kiss off or something to see.
Is that true, Casey?
Casey told me he had a sleepover with Mikhail. Now I'm burnt when he thinks.
Well, they have been talking about pegging each other. So
Frank, just so you know,
something.
Casey did ask Mikhail if he could anal him. He did that live on air.
He wanted to peg him.
You know, he wanted to enter his forbidden zone. You know,
the forbidden door.
Yeah, he wanted to breach his threshold, as they say. You know what I mean?
And instead of AEW's Forbidden Door, it's Mikkel's Forbidden Door.
So, Mikkel, tell us about the STD that you got from, or Casey, tell us about the STD you got from Mikkel. Like, was it give you the clap,
talk about it because, I mean, Frank was not supposed to bring it up, but I mean,
well, to be fair on it, I mean, let's be real. Casey did peg Mikkel, but at the same time, he didn't want to be all the way gay, so he had to go for Mikkel's mom too.
He didn't want to go all the way gay.
I'm assuming the way how Frank had it is like the STD is strong with this one.
Jesus Christ! Well. If y'all want to see more making fun of Casey and, giving him the chastening that he deserves, tune in Saturday night to the Derailed Gaming podcast
Yes.
for the Derailed reunion show, 5 years. Over on Derailed Gaming, it'll be Casey, Frank, I will be there, Drew, and J-Man, the man that abused Casey multiple times. Justly so, by the way.
Are we sure that he's not dead? I mean,
I haven't seen until I see a body. He's alive. That's all that I'm saying. Hang on a minute. I'll have to go check my phone. Y'all talk.
I still think he's dead. I mean, I hadn't heard anything from J-Man since Derailed changed
Format.
So I really think J-Man's dead. So I mean, we hear from other people. J-Man went radio silence after change of format.
True. I mean, I haven't heard anything from anybody.
Nah.
Wait, hold on. You gotta read what Frank said.
I took Mikhail to the zoo on the first date, and he introduced.
Wait, which family did he introduce? Was it the monkeys? What animal was it, Frank?
It was the monkeys. Come on.
It was the monkeys?
Yeah. I mean, look at me.
Well, you are if Mikkel's black, so that means he's a part of the black community, so he technically would be a porch monkey. So, I mean, at the same time, you're one too, so that would make sense.
So tune into the Derailed Gaming channel for our 5-year reunion of the Derailed News and Podcast show, where I'm pretty sure Casey's going to get the business into whatever we give him. So prepare for that. So,
and I guess I had to. Oh no! Oh, look at this.
Well, they're inbred, so that makes sense.
Well, both Casey and Mikkel's family trees don't fork; they just straight all the way up. So, it's
But I guess, like Tex says, I need to study up on my conspiracy facts.
You need to study up on your horror movies. How about that? Your movie facts.
If you're really going to step into the arena and try to take ground from Frank and I, you better study up. Or I will have to do like my name on here says, Texas video game reviews. I will have to do that. So just to spite.
Take over my shit.
I will. I'll, if you try to steal our movie audience, I'm coming for your video games. Know that ahead of time.
But let's go ahead and shout out Frank and everyone else for the night. So,
yeah, Thursdays about 7 p.m. Central, over on the Harsh Truth. We do an awesome show. We're cool guys. We're fun. Sometimes Frank's an asshole, but that's just Frank. What are you
What do you mean sometimes? He's always an asshole.
Either way, we talk about movies, films. We're going to be currently we're reviewing The Last of Us. We've got Mandalorian. We just did episode 1 of that. I know in the future we're going to do a Cocaine Bear and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey combo review. I don't know when that's coming, but we'll let you know when it does. If there's anything else, Frank, in the comment section, please, plug away. But yeah, you can find that there, and then me on @SlasherVision on Twitter. That's about it.
And
I'm drunk, and these fries are delicious. So.
Well, shout out Mikkel's does his Mikkel talks, and he does
Mikkel sucks.
And he does his video game plays. So
he talks about gay stuff on his channel.
And then here's another part right here for you, Tex.
I don't know about this lifeguard.
Here we go. The Last of Us on Tuesday, Mandalorian Thursday with other news. There we go. Yeah. So there we go.
Right.
We do lots of cool stuff.
What AJ is talking about is this comment. There should be a lifeguard in Casey and Mikkel's.
Well, see, Casey don't like anybody who doesn't have the same gene pool as him within his gene pool. So if it's not guaranteed web-footed retarded kids, he ain't down for it.
Hey, hold on. I think there's a good advantage having web feet and web hands. You can swim better like that. You can swim.
So you're looking for extra chromosomes there, are you? Is that what you're looking for?
Think about it. You're going to have a better. Let's say you're in better shape, and then you have web feet and web toes. You have more advantage, right? Because
you imagine Casey looking at his cousin over there, thinking, I could procreate with her. It's going to be a good idea to mute this thing.
How you know he already has it?
He probably has. I mean, his. I don't know. Are you related to Melissa the X? Is that why you boned her? I mean, is that why? Is she like a second cousin or something?
Oh my god!
No. Oh, that's the one I was trying to venture out of the family.
So Melissa the X is not a direct blood relative. You felt like trying something new that day. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I tried to
was it just the pleasure of the week?
So did Melissa know that she was about to breed with the family from the Hills Have Eyes movies? Is that what she was ready for?
No, I think she doesn't know that.
Now, Casey, I do have to ask. At family reunions, is it a fun game to turn the lights off and kiss each other? Is that how y'all do it, or what?
It's like, hold on, I know that kiss from anywhere.
Uncle Jim, what are you doing over here? Don't do that to me. That's not okay. Try like that.
It's like, I know this person because they give me the tongue going clockwise.
What is that? Your mom, Casey?
Dad, I told you not to stick your tongue in my ear like that. It weirds me out. Come on, man.
Oh no.
She was slurping. All we can do is from time to time. What the fuck?
Here we go. Frank says, I'll be joining American... Hang on. Go back to that one you just had.
Okay, hold on.
American Werewolf is a cool dude. I'll be joining American Werewolf in New Jersey to break down season 3. Yeah. Everybody go to American Werewolf in New Jersey's YouTube channel. He's a good reviewer as well. He's been reviewing The Last of Us with Jeremy and Frank over there. And he does pretty good work. I like his stuff. I haven't got to interact with him yet personally, but I've been watching his stuff. He's pretty cool. So go check him out on YouTube.
Pico.
This is hilarious. How does he know about that?
That's what I'm saying. Casey and all his kin, they all get in the same room and then they just close their eyes and start to wander around. And whoever they start kissing is who they go to bed with that night, whether it's mom, grandma, or Uncle Steve for a very odd, homosexual thing.
What about Uncle Cletus? I mean, that's down there, so I mean, it's...
Uncle Cletus is probably over in the corner jerking himself, watching everybody else.
So he's the biggest cuck of the family. I thought it was Casey.
Frank. That's fucked up.
He smears the peanut butter on his dog.
Oh my God, Casey! Why would you do that to Duke? What the fuck?
Well, technically, Duke doesn't have his balls no more, so.
But why would you do that?
Because you done licked them off. That's why. One night, Casey got too aggressive and bit some bitches off.
Well, I mean, sometimes people says they like to be bit, so. Well, think about it. You're in the knife play, so.
Yeah, but I ain't biting dogs' balls off. Come on, now, at least I'm doing it consensual now. My Lord.
Now. But, AJ, you want to shout anything out?
Find me here on Wednesday nights for Nitro and Fridays for Friday is Raw, and follow me on Twitter at AJRaider248.
And I'm also going to shout out air fryers because they make delicious food, by the way. So shout out air fryers. When you're hammered drunk like I currently am, you can cook a whole bowl of fries in 10 minutes.
Oh, and shout out to DMAC for doing that video for Casey.
Yeah. Yes. I appreciate that.
And I'm going to shout out for alcohol for making my life durable. So.
For me, I'll have some video game gameplay put up. I know I have. I believe I might have a video game hunt that I need to edit. I know for sure tomorrow before we do live. For tomorrow we're doing the live after party after the AEW pay-per-view.
Well, I'm just gonna put everybody in the thumbnail for tomorrow. So
that's fine. But
do not put my face on your AEW nonsense.
No, I'm not putting you. I'm putting Cooltex.
Cooltex.
No, Cooltex hates AEW even worse than regular Tex. So you can put. I will give my spot to Mikkel. He can have my spot. I'm not going to be associated with that homosexuality.
Hey, can you make a retard looking Tex?
No, it doesn't
put that
exist.
on there.
Every version of Tex is cool. That doesn't exist.
So you can't do like a retarded face?
Y'all can have your gay AEW review. So
that's a no. So
I'm good.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have my video game pickups before we go live doing that. So
Frank, make sure to go live 5 minutes right before Casey goes live tomorrow night.
You got to make sure you have Casey. You got to make sure you bring Cool Casey in to tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I almost forget wearing this, so
it's natural, to be honest with you. It looks natural to you.
You know what? Actually, I walked in my mom's room. She's like, "I like the fake hair."
What the hell were you doing to your mom?
Was she naked?
No.
His mom's like 7 years old.
I just want to see his face when I asked that.
Well, I mean, the what? Oh, you should have saw my face when I found when she had.
But talk about the hair, Casey.
When I saw.
Hang on, wait. Repeat that, Casey.
When I should have saw my face when I. This is when my dad was still alive. When they had KY jelly, I was like,
"Oh."
I was like, Mom, please tell me you don't use this for what I think you use it for. She's like, well, what else would I use it for? I was like, oh my God.
Now, Casey, what did your mom say about the hair?
The hair? Oh,
yeah, when you walked into her room.
Oh,
what were you doing?
She liked the fake hair on me. It looks real.
Well, yeah, it does look real.
Oh no, she said it looks good on me.
See?
Like,
now, did she ask you, did the carpet match the drapes? Did she ask that too?
I know for sure. I had to look. I'm gonna say.
See, now you have middle-aged Casey. Put the hat back on. There you go.
See,
now you're at 20-year-old Casey.
Cool Casey is the son of regular Casey. That's what it is.
A middle-aged Casey, right?
Yeah, regular Casey, middle-aged Casey is the father of Cool Casey. That's why they look so similar.
It's all that inbred.
If I had a head of hair like that, I probably would look a lot younger. But
you would look younger if you either shaved it all off or had it grow all out. When you do the hair, just around the sides, it makes you look 10 years older.
Oh wow, Mr. Big T wants your mom.
Yeah, he's got like
once Big T found out that Mama Casey's lubing that stuff up, he got all hot and bothered, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I need me some of that,
So yeah,
I tell you what, Big T, ask J-Man if it's any good before you go hit, because J-Man's already been there. So
yeah. J-Man experienced it a few times. So oh, that's after he knocked me out a couple times.
I don't think he knows who J-Man is.
Yeah, after J-Man banged out Casey with a frying pan to the back of the head, he banged out his mom afterwards. It's like a celebration,
Well, I mean, when he knocked me out with the frying pan that one time, and then the other time with the baseball bat. So
There you go.
I think the
So-
baseball bat one was better.
Saturday night, how sweet would it be for Casey to get his revenge? And he pops up behind J-Man and beats the crap out of him. I think we need to see that on the reunion show.
I still don't think he's alive, so it'd be a shock. I'm gonna ask him. I was like, I thought you were dead. So
To
No,
be
are you
fair,
gonna be cool Casey or are you gonna be middle-aged Casey?
hang on, wait. To be fair, he never responded to any of those tweets that had his picture involved in it. So he could be.
that's what I'm saying. He might be dead.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is, are you gonna be middle-aged Casey or cool Casey on the show?
Probably middle-aged Casey will be there.
Then keep the hairstyle the way you have. Do not shave your head. We have gimmicks going on over here.
Well, I gotta shave my head.
No. It looks better like that.
Oh, dude, I get crazy here when, like, the point when your hair is too big to lay down, but it's too short.
I don't know what you mean. I have like super long hair, so I don't know.
He took the Casey's mom.
That's what I was saying.
I'm gonna have that stuck in my head the rest of the night now. I just fucked myself.
But Casey, Mr. Pico wants to ask that question. You never asked it. It's about the. It's just above where you highlighted Frank's. It's just above that.
Oh.
I wonder if I could air fry a steak. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you probably could. Read it, Casey.
I have a steak.
Oh yeah, I had to get the blood of those teenage boys off my car. I mean, honestly, I mean, but I did it by the drive-through car wash. I was too lazy to get out and wash it myself. So
I'm so gonna air fry a steak tonight. I'm that fucked up, dude. I'm like, okay, I've been drinking since like 5, so I'm like, fucked, whatever. But I've never air fried a steak. I wonder if I could do it. My air fryer goes up to like 390, I think it is.
Oh, dang. That's pretty hot, though.
Well, I mean, obviously, I only want to cook it to like a medium at the most, you know what I mean? So I could do it. I'll try it with one of the steaks that I have that's like a cheapo, just in case.
But we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So, thank you.
We almost broke the 4-hour.
Yeah. I mean, we're damn near there, but I appreciate everyone being patient for letting me have yesterday off because I was too tired.
We're not letting you off the hook, you stupid lazy.
We're gonna air fry Casey.
You should have been live last night.
There you go.
Casey
should air fry Casey.
Casey's so lazy. He just he just doesn't give a shit. He's like, oh, I'm too tired tonight to talk on the internet. Blah 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 blah.
Well, I mean, I could do the show in bed.
Okay.
It's never stopped you before. You've done it for whole shows before.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And you've done it in the bathtub. So, I mean, there's a precedent.
Yeah, you act like we can't carry the show while you're just doing whatever.
Yeah. But you guys have a good day. We'll see you guys tomorrow after AEW. So.
Adios. Fuck AEW. It sucks.
See ya.
See you guys.